各位亲爱的网友朋友，大家好。
Hello everyone.
好，今天呢，我们来了这个冬季保平安的第二场啊。
Today, this
昨
is the
天呢，我给大
second
家这
session
样
of winter
笼
health
统
and
的哈，
wellness.
给大家解释一下有哪些情况，有哪些
Yesterday,
类似
I
症
shared
状
with you some
你
of
有
the
可能
symptoms
要进入感
and the
冒状态。
conditions that it's possible
这
that
样
you're
我
going
们
to
呢，
get a flu.
这样我经过一个总结，其实
So
大
I
家都
actually
很
did
聪
a
明智
summary.
慧哈，
Everyone's
尤
very
其
smart.
些长辈啊，那么还有很多晚辈年轻一点，他就不太
They
在乎
learn very
吃啊
fast.
喝呀，这个保健养生啊，
But for some younger
就弄得
people,
身体要
they
得
are
病
not
啊，
so
或者要染疫了，就他自己不知道。
they are not so
所以当我们
careful,
有一些小
and
小
sometimes there
这
are
个现
symptoms that they
象
are
和
not
症
aware.
状这种端倪发生的时候，我们早点把它挽救回来，是
So
吧？
sometimes
这
before
我
the
们就会
things
避免了一
occurs, if
场
we already know
瘟
them,
疫性感冒。
then it will actually help us to
那
prevent
么
the
重
seasonal
严重一
flu.
点说哈，保命了。
It actually helps us to protect our life and also avoid to suffer from
所以我也相
the
信大家
symptoms
学
of
到
flu.
了哈。
I think many
也
of
感谢
you
大家
have
昨
learned.
天不厌其烦的听我这么
I think
唠
many
叨
of you are
我也知
very
道我很唠叨，但是真的需要
very
唠
good
叨
because you
我们才
listen
可能
to
会
me to my
理解得
detailed
更详细一
descriptions.
些。那昨天没有唠叨够，今天继续唠叨。
Well, yesterday
今
I
天
haven't
继续
said
唠叨的
enough,
内容
and
哈，
today
就比较
I
纯
continue.
干货，就是我们怎么样去面对这些问题。
So today we talk about how can we
昨
can
天
we
听师
face
傅
it.
彻底地讲解了一下，就是
Master,
容易发生感冒的
After
这些
yesterday
道
you
理
teach
原
us
理
the logic
其实我们也
behind.
懂得了。
Actually,
最
we
主
learned
要
a
是
lot.
还是要吃好东西，
I
吃
think
对东
importantly
西
is we
对，
must eat
要
something
会
that's
吃，
suitable. We
吃
must know what to
别
eat.
乱吃。
要会吃的话，就先了解，是吧？
So
你要
in
理
order
解
to
这
know
些
that,
这些
we
菜
need
这
to
些饭
understand.
至少是属阴属阳啊，
You must
是
know
吧？是
whether is
湿
it
啊还是
yin
火
or
呀？
is it yang?
要有个认识，
Is it
你才能会
heatiness or not?
所以
Or
今
more
天也特别
cooling in
希望师
nature.
傅能给我们介绍一点，就是在这个冬季流感高发时期，
So
我
maybe
们吃
Master,
点
you can
啥
help us
比较有
explain
抵抗力。
what is it good that we should
好
eat
啊，
to
咱们慢慢
increase
分
our
析哈。
immunity.
对，你们呢也可以提醒我哈。
好啊。
I
我毕
think
竟
we can
是
try to
记性不
analyze,
好，年
and
龄
two
又
of
老，
you
所以这个咱们一
can
起来
also
啊。
explain,
对
can also try
那
to
么今天我谈
remind
论的一
me
些
some of the things.
保健呐、相关饮食的问题哈，只是从我这样一个非医生的身份，
Actually,
那
I'm
我
not
说
a
到的这
doctor,
些
and I'm
与
just
可
sharing
能
with you
与
what
中
I
药
know.
啊，或者什么医学知识相关的这些内容哈。如果你觉得有疑问的话，
If you have questions of what
你在
I
谈
shared,
我的介绍的内容
based on what I
之前
shared
啊
with you,
最好先问过
you
你
can
的医
also
生
ask before you want
这
to
样我们
adopt
是
the
目的
treatment
是
or
好的，
the
那你
herbal
吃了呢
treatment.
还要
You
更
can
好
also seek
更
medical
健康
advice.
更安全
The
更
if you
放
do
心
that,
我
then
就放
you will
心了
be
啊。
you will be more at ease when you consume it because you feel that it's
每个人
safer.
体质不同，
That's because everyone has a different body systems.
还有潜在的那个疾病，
And also, we may have some
有的人是潜
inherent
在心
illness.
脏类疾病，
Some
有的可能
have
是偏糖尿病
circulatory
是吧
related
甚至还有一些
disease. Some are relating to kidney or diabetes, or some may have symptoms of
正好这个
stroke.
时候吃了一块儿，比如说吃了一碗炸酱面，
Say, for
啊
example, you
完了
have
患
a
了糖尿
dried
病了，说你
noodle,
看看我吃
and
炸酱面
for people
把
who
我给弄
have
病了，其实也不是哈，但是呢，
who
当我
have
们这个身
diabetes,
体健
they are
康一旦
affected.
出现一个明显的一个往坏里转变，或者是突然间去世了哈，
Or somebody who
那种
have a
情感
sudden
受不
death.
了，就急着说
The
是你给弄死
family
了还是你给
can't
做
accept
掉
that,
等等
and they want to
知道
put
有一些这
to
种
put it into like what
我认识
the
医院
cause
的
of
院
it.
长副院长的那些
I do
他们
know
经常有
some
一个
of
专
the
门处理
head
这
of
些
the
的
hospital.
有的是
They
闹得
have
是很
to
有
deal
的
with
是他是
the
出于他的
family
情感上的接受不了
because sometimes the
好还有一
family
个老妈
are
妈
not
尤其
able
是
to
孩子
accept
哈
that.
他就在这儿走了
And some it could be their mother or someone very close by. And
不
when
断是吧？但是也确实
the
是有的人
person suddenly pass
身
on,
体的个
it's
人
hard
身体
for
的
the family to accept.
你比如说那个有过去我们在中国的时候，小时候有个消炎药，四
In
个字儿
the
叫啥？
past, in
青达
China,
霉素。
we have a Qingdamisu is a type of Chinese
是不是有人
traditional
不能打？
medicine.
我记得
But
小
some
时候
people
经常给我
cannot
打针
have that,
就在
cannot
我
have
手
that
腕
type
上
of
每次都给我扎个
injections.
小包
I
睡一
remember when
睡
I was
15分
young,
钟
I
小包
always
落
have
下去
that.
不产生红点儿，说你就可以打这针啊。对，当然现在也没人给打针了啊。
But now
哎
nobody have
那
that
个
type of
他说有
injections.
的人就不行，
Why? Because some people can't accept it. Because we have seen that some people, after they have the injections, they have sudden death. All medications actually have a certain percentage of people who indeed is not suitable because they may have some reactions and the reactions may cause death. When I was young, I don't like certain type of vegetables. It's a type of food from the north. You make a guess?
你们家北方有秋葵，哇，这是你从火星开始算北方啊？没有，我直接告诉你吧。
Let me tell you this.
哎，茄子我觉得，
哦，那我也不太爱吃。
这我小时候说。
I don't like this, and it's eggplant. Eggplant is something that I don't like. I'm not sure why, but every time when I eat eggplants, I feel very uneasy.
但是你又讨厌它，吃了觉得不自在的感觉，你肯定不想吃了。
Well, if you don't feel good when you eat it, you definitely don't want to eat
尤
it.
其是表面有点毛毛的。
For some, they don't like some vegetables that's a little bit with a little bit of hairy.
My God！ 哎，桃，别说猕猴桃，朋友，所有的桃都长毛。
哦，是。
这个表面长毛的这个水果。
Actually, one type of peach always have like a hairy on the skin. Do you find that those who have hairy surface for the vegetables or fruits, some people will be allergic to it?
就是芋头呗。
哦，芋头。
Yam is also one type.
啊，还芋椰呢啊。
小芋头。
小芋头。
小芋头它那个皮肤也是有刺毛的那个痒。
它是毛茸茸的。
So taro is also another type that people when they eat it,
那你吃了之后呢？
they may have some reaction.
不知道是因为我剥皮的时候。
Actually, I'm not sure why. Every time when I see taro, I always feel itchy all over. That's why I don't like to eat taro.
哎，对，别惹事儿。
Yeah, once you have such feelings, if you feel uncomfortable, try not to eat it. Avoid this food.
哎，打不过就跑。对，咱们说就食物本身哈，其实
So we say before the food itself.
成长也不一定适合于你。
Even if you grow in the area, some fruits may not, or fruits or vegetables may not be suitable for you.
放2朵菊花放到茶里头哈，喝了就拼命打。
For example, chrysanthemum. Some people are allergic, find that chrysanthemum, they can't drink chrysanthemum tea because they are allergic to chrysanthemum tea. So when I give you the suggestions, you need to know yourself, your own body, whether is that something that you want to try or not. And if you're not comfortable, always try to seek the advice of a medical professional. And the reason why I'm having this is because the pandemic is into the 3rd years and many people still suffer from it. The world has been greatly disrupted by this COVID. So we do need to have better methods to protect ourselves. And actually, that's the reason why I hold this on food, on health and wellness live broadcast. But actually, I also have my concern when I have this live broadcast because I'm worried that people may scold me. But I think overall, I still want to do that because my intention is that hopefully you'll be able to benefit from it. But I just want to tell you that I'm just through my own experience, and that's why I'm introducing this to you. But if you don't feel comfortable or you feel that because every item may have some medicinal substance, so I just want you to know that it's best that you seek medical specialist advice before you consume some of this unknown food or vegetables. All right? Say for example, you are someone that don't eat peach.
我尽量不挂在我屋里头。
桃吧，它就意味着是要逃的，
对，
所以就不要了。
那也不是那个意思。
收不住。
你上次我买了个瓷板画，上的画桃，我就送给觉珍了。
啊。
他一见桃就，
八字合，
哎呀，
跟
那家
觉真师姐
伙，
八字蛮合的。
他可是爱桃了。
The last time I saw a carving and art carving piece, and I bought it and I sent it, give it to
在
Jason.
我就拿棍儿捅
She
他
was so
一下
happy when
哎
she
这
saw
么
it.
爱吃桃哈。
Yeah, because she likes to eat peach. So I think it's depend on individual. So you just need to make sure that if you're not sure or you're not comfortable, do seek some medical
师傅来给我们
advice.
讲
So after I make myself clear, I will share some of this with you. So now it's about preventions. I just want to share with you some things that can prevent flu.
应该就是食材，
好的，
它有很高的药用价值。
It is very high medicinal value.
尤其是妈妈奶奶级
A
的
lot
老
of
人啊
mother and
对这个
grandmother,
有更多的了解。
they actually know them very
推荐
well.
的第一种食材是什么
And
呢？
what's the first one?
大家小心扶着椅子哈，非常震撼，
啊，
叫大蒜，
First is actually garlic.
这是中文名。
很常见呐。
This is very common.
对，大蒜，
啊，
大蒜这个东西哈，就是凡是做菜的人
Every
天天都
time
要用，对
who
不对？
cook,
对，
可是有很
they
少
know
有人
that
了解它的
they
真
use
相。
it. You use garlic,
我们
but
都
do you
是
know
叫
the true
爆蒜
value?
香
哎，
Well, a lot of time we like the fragrance
很
from
多中
garlic.
国很多地方的菜肴之中哈，都有爆蒜香。
Actually, in many parts of Singapore, in many parts of China, when they cook,
确实
they have the
它调味
habits
一
of
流，对不对？但是
putting
生吃
oil
也
and
味
then
道
they
更
also
刺激
they also
对吧
try to fry some
那你
garlic
切蒜多
to
了之后
make
还会腌
the
它
meat, the
流点
dish
泪
more fragrant.
是吧？好，
But there are some who actually
大
eat
蒜
raw
啊
garlic.
在人类整个发展历史上哈，我觉得真是阿弥陀佛一大功臣啊！
I think garlic
怎么个功
is
臣呢？
very good for us.
比如说我
Why?
小时候成长的环
Say,
境，
for example, the
比如
environment
说
I grew
我
up when
们
I was
居
young.
住环境之中，卫生状态不是很好。
We don't
卫
have
生
very
状态
good
是吧
hygiene
比如
standard.
厕所比较开放，啊，那动物拉屎解便的，
And we have animals that just pass motion everywhere. And because of that, you have more bacteria everywhere. So it's easier to affect health.
一半以上，就凡是入口的，一半以上的食物的卫生、防疫、杀菌，都是依赖于大蒜。
And that's why a lot of time
第
we
二
need
个
to
地区
rely
第二个
on
环境地
garlic
区哈，
to help
就是
to
吃
kill
肉食
bacteria.
为主的畜牧业地
And
区，
secondly, places where they consume a lot of meat,
对，这样有畜牧业的地区，
like
哎
Tibet.
那里呢，他吃的都是叫肉食，是吧？
对，
肉食
People
它不
who
像粮
tends
食哈
to
粮
eat
食
a
容易
lot of
存
meat,
放肉食不易存放。
you cannot actually
现
keep
在
it for
当
long.
代哈，就近30年才有那种大的冷库哈。
Actually, the refrigerator was only introduced in about the last 30 years.
冷气的冻着哈，这个肉可能能放1年啊。
And because of the freezer, now you can keep the meat, frozen meat, for about a year.
不易放，对不对？
But in the past, when there's no freezer, you can't actually keep
佛教的要求的
the raw meats for very
咱
long.
们说人类的生活，啊，又是血又是肠又是粪便之类的，那些肉就放在那儿。你觉得？
Well, in those days, they just put the raw meats together in the exposed area. What happens? How many days can you put that?
味道就变了，对吧？
I think you can put only for a day outdoor. Otherwise, the second day, it will spoil.
15-16度，你
Yes,
这个肉是放不住的。
you cannot
在
leave
马来西亚
exposed
我
raw
们
meat
经常吃了
outside.
剩饭之后有
In
很多
Malaysia,
如果你第2天没吃，第3天一吃就是馊了。
you find that we try not to pack food. Why? Because and if you eat it, if you don't eat it for day one, after second day and third day, you will have to throw away the food.
我前
It
2
will
天
be
我吃的
spoiled.
面包时间有点久，那我是放
2
在冰
days
箱
ago, I ate a piece of bread,
它上面
and
就
I
购买
put that
日期和发票
for
我说昨
a
天
while.
有点晕乎呢，是吧？
And I
原来
said,
放着
why
这
is
个
it that
已经可以酿酒的面包到
I feel that a little bit giddy? That's because the bread that I consume
需要
is
蒜的地
probably
区哈，
past the expiry date.
沿海地区。
And also for places that are close
人
to
类在
the
吃海
sea,
鲜的时候
for example, those
其实人类
live
吃海鲜跟我说吃
those live in the islands, especially those that consume seafood.
它所有的生长
So all the seafood, all the sea animals, they survive in the water. They don't need air. That's the environment. It is a completely different environment from animals on land. So from humans, try to use that as our daily food. A lot of time our body can't accept that because we belong to two different types of environment. Say, for example, in Pu-erh is also a type of fish that the Japanese love, but it is very high risk because it is very poisonous. And also seahorse and starfish. These are all different. You can't consume because they are growing in different environment. Yes, because the environment is completely different. But for people who live by the beach or live in the islands, they need to rely on seafood in order to survive. It is just like those that live on land. They need to hunt in order to survive. But do remember that the sea animals survive in a totally, completely different environment. So actually for humans, if we want to consume seafood, more than 50% we will have some allergic reactions. So I think it is trying for us to avoid the seafood. Also, some saw very beautiful some sea creatures at the beach, and they touch it, and when they go back, they find that they have reactions or some allergic reactions from just by touching it. So our understanding of garlic is anti-inflammatory and it kills bacteria as well. So garlic haven't been to the sea, right? So you have not seen the sea. And as a result, there is actually a lot of components within the garlic that kills bacteria. So it is just the nature of these herbs. Say, for example, if you have lobster, if you have sea urchins, well, these items or crabs, it's very easy for you to have allergic reactions. So what should you do? I've seen people from Dalian, from Qingdao, when they take the seafood, they have a lot of garlic when they eat it with the seafood. And they use the chopper to flatten the garlic and then into small pieces. And then they cover onto the seafood before they eat it. Why do they do it? So it gets rid of the components that will cause harm to humans away. Because of the garlic juice, it changes it. How much it changes, I do not know, but definitely it will change those. If you look at people from Dalian, they are very tall and good looking, but don't get close to them because the moment when they open their mouth, you can smell garlic. Why? Because they live by the sea, so they consume a lot of garlic. So for people who live by the beach or close or in an island, they tend to eat a lot of garlic. It can help to clear us.
这个《本草纲目》当中说的。
Even our traditional Chinese traditional book, you can also get rid of what of the negative energy.
达住窍，你看神奇吧哈？它能给你通畅通窍。哎，它那个辣劲儿哈，一下通过经络给你打通了。对。虽然它的味道熏哈，但是
Because although the smell is quite smelly, but
这个大蒜素是你的开路
the components itself actually helps us.
也产生了让它疏通的效果，乃至杀菌的效果。
It can also kill bacteria.
所以它对这个细菌呢哈，还有肚中的这些肚子中的蛔虫啊，
And also
还有那个
regarding those bacteria in our stomach or even our intestines.
肚子哪有螨虫啊？My God， 都忘了大肠杆菌。
大肠杆菌。
哎，所以你们考试能考100分不容易也是哈。临时反应不过来，大肠杆菌，它住在肠子里的，住在肠子里哪来螨虫啊？螨虫一般在脸上哈。
And also E.
我觉
coli.
得螨虫它也治，你脸上有那螨虫包哈，你真有那个胆量的话，你用那个蒜稍稍涂一涂。
So if you find that
涂半个小时之后，你那个涂的地方就变红了，它那个杀伤力开始产生作用之后，用清水把它洗干净。
if you have pimple, you may want to use garlic
那
juice
个螨虫包就被杀死了，你的脸就
on the
恢复了
face. You may just want to use the juice slightly on the face and then wash it away.
是蛇咬啊，
It may be able to
那
kill
蚊
the
虫叮咬
bacteria.
啊什么那个什么带尖儿的那个
For
蝎子啊，毒蝎子
even
针啊
for
这些
Scorpio,
都是很起作用的。
it is very
如果你怕
effective
那些毒蚊子咬你，对不对？你在出去前拿蒜瓣针尖抹一抹，它弱点不就是有味儿吗？是吧
because the reason is because it has smells, and even insects was afraid of it because of the smell.
难怪就是在北方一些农村的家门口，我看他们
No wonder I see that people who live in the village in China, they hang a lot of
古代这些祖宗啊
chilies or they hang garlic
我们
at
这
the
个
front of
收
their
获
door.
的这些庄稼
Yes,
啊
because
代
they
表
want to
着
ward off all this.
冲着南面哈，哎，再放到墙檐底下挂起来，代
They
表
hang
一年当中
garlic
的吉祥。然后还会把一些他认为具有医疗作用和保护作用，甚至觉得有辟邪气的一些
They want to
这些
hang
特
some
殊的
herbal
药材
items
挂
or
到
some
这个房檐
medicines
下，挂若干条
around the parts of their
所以通
house
常哈
to ward
会
off
挂几
negative
条蒜
energy.
它长蒜的时候，蒜呢
Usually
是这
they
个蒜
have
苗的
garlic.
根部，其实哈
Actually,
上
they
面
want
长
the
一个
roots
青
of
紫的
garlic.
叶子是吧？它也把它编起来，所以挂的不是一条蒜，若干
Not
条
just
蒜
one,
挂在房
but
檐下
many,
啊，他觉得又能存放，
because they
你看
find
还
that
能保肝，
you can keep
还
it
有辟邪气，
and it can ward off
还有
negative
呢
energy.
会变那个香菜，香菜也能变起来，也是治病的呀，是吧？清心明目，疏肝利尿，是吧？哎，变一个大辫子挂起来，真要过年过节还可以拿一截儿
Sometimes
菜
they'll use
做饭入药，是吧？都可以
coriander leaves as
还有
well.
呢，
还有艾草是吧？
艾草没错了。到春天，艾草一长起来之后，大家收一些艾草哈。很多收艾草
In
比
summer,
较成熟是
some
在夏
people
天
will
哈
keep
哎，到了夏天，割一下艾草回来哈。艾草
this
上连根
Asian
也是
wormwood
变成辫子挂起来。
and they
艾草
hang
用
it.
处更多，又是防蚊疫。
Why? Because it
艾
is
草
also
一看就
very
出来就是
useful.
防蚊疫，也是通诸窍哈。对，所以把这些东西呢，
It can
一个
also
叫
ward
粮
off
食类、谷
negative
类的啊
energy.
挂在房檐下，还有再就是
So they hang this
祛病辟邪
near
这
the
些
door.
我只能称为保护哈。
So it becomes a
也是
way
放
of
放在
protections,
房檐下
protect those that are living
还
in
没
the
有完
house.
呢哈，我之后会慢慢给大家介绍。像我们的风水养生知识之中，
So it is part of the feng shui. People
很多
use
我
it
慢慢来
for
哈。
feng shui.
所以我现在
There's a
这回
lot
说
of
的是大
knowledge in
蒜
it.
哈
We'll
所
slowly
以它
dwell
对于
into it.
杀菌呐
So
通
now we're
畅啊
talking
保
about
护
garlic.
肝脏啊，
So
保
it
护
garlic
肺部不
protects
要
our
被细菌
internal
感染哈，咽
organs,
喉不要被感染。
protects
啊
our
对
throat.
于这个防范这些这
It's
些瘟疫，
anti-inflammatory.
细菌的
It
攻击
kills
哈，
bacteria.
我觉得它就是我们
It's a
人体卫士
preventive care.
它有这个作用啊。
So
这
it
个
is actually very effective.
对，所以的话，防感冒、防拉肚子，
So to
防这
prevent
个肚子
flu
不舒服，那特别
From
容易
preventing
但是
diarrhea,
你要用到一定的
you
量，
want to consume
如果
some.
量不够，叫杯水车薪，对不对？
But if
比如
it's
说
not
你炒一
enough,
大
if
颗
the
白炖一大
quantity
颗
is
白
not
菜
enough, it's quite
放了
useless.
2瓣蒜，这就不够。
对，
它有大蒜素，但是比例太少，你又煮熟了，使它那个功效呢 发挥不了那么强烈。
对。
哎。
师傅，那怎么样能够让就是大蒜素哈，就是大
So
蒜
Master,
含有的这个大
how
蒜
can we make
素
sure that
是最
we
有功效
get
的，
the
就是
best
提到
out
刚
of
才
the
讲的就是
garlic?
就是杀菌啊，还有
That
防
is
消炎、防疟疾呀，就是还有啥很多这种肠道类的这种病毒啊这些的，是最有是大蒜素哈。那么怎么样能够让这个大蒜素充分的，就是浓度最高、含量最高，让它
How can we get the max out of
如果
it?
一煮的话，这个大蒜素还能够保持那么高的浓度吗？
就是凡是我个人认为哈，我也做了调查，就是这个如果是
I
煮
find
熟了
that
炒熟了，它的作用会减少很多。
Well,
如果
if
生
you
吃
fried it, it
生
will
吃的
reduce
话
its
就是不
effectiveness.
砸碎来咬着吃，
If you eat
是
raw,
那个作用是最大的。
that's most
但是可能
effective.
你的肠胃有一点不舒服，因为它毕竟是辣。
But because it is quite
所以呢
spicy,
通常呢，我们一般就是捣碎，
so that's why
拌着
most
其他的
time
食物一
we
起吃。
actually cut it
这
into
样说我们
pieces
的肠胃
and
的接
mix
受
with
它比较
others,
容易。
so that it's easier for us to accept
因为
that.
大蒜汁如果在食道之中停留太久，食道会烧伤，这是我个人善意提醒哈。
是是是。
那所以的话，通常我们在北方使用大蒜的时候，通常是捣成蒜泥，或者是用刀拍碎它，它不像泥状，对不对？
对
不是泥状的一种分解状。那么它有个什么好处呢？如果再倒些醋，
Sometimes you want to add some
这样
vinegar,
这些调料呢，酱油醋的调料呢，或者盐和它中
or
间中和一
sometimes you
下
want to add some
这样
like
我
soya
们
sauce,
还有的是拌黄
or
瓜
even
拌青
with
菜的
salt,
时
or
候呢，
sometimes you
我们
use
在
that
接
as
受
a
它的时
base
候呢，
to eat
就是
with
它本身呢
cucumber
对人体灼
or
伤
some
的能力
vegetables.
就消解了。
It's actually quite
但是
good.
对我们防病来说的话呢，就是你也要吃到一定的量，
But
它
for
才能产生那
to
么大
use
的
it as
强
a
度，
preventive
就
care,
是这样。
you need to consume an adequate amount.
所以大蒜呢，我们经过这个，对科学家对它的了解的话，
对。
哎，
我们现在讲一下我们中国的老祖宗哈，就是《本草纲目》里
Actually
先生在《本草纲目》里就讲到这个大蒜啊能够治湿气温病，就是
It also helps with it actually helps to
霍
get
乱
rid
胀
of
咳
some
霍乱，还有镇结疟疾，对疟疾，还有舌蝎蜇人，就是
前面你说的两大类都是瘟疫，
哎，
都是瘟疫。
对，还有被蜈蚣咬的疮，就是
对。
蝎
So
毒
there are a
这
lot
些
of
虫
this
子
actually helps to get rid of some
你看多
bites,
有
some
效
insect bites as well. So garlic has is effective in that respect as
不知道
well.
西方科学
That
然
is
后对
based
这个
on
大
the
蒜有没有
The
什么研
Chinese
究
traditional
肯定有。
medicine,
来，
the
那个
booklets.
我给师傅讲一个典故吧哈，
哦
就是我们查到的哈。
对，
其实大蒜在西方欧洲啊，
Actually,
很早
we
就
also
被使
checked
用
that
了
garlic
就
is
在
widely
罗马
used in the
那
West
个
as well.
凯撒大帝那个时期哈，就是他就让他的士兵
So
每
in
天
the
都要吃
Roman
大蒜
in the
来
Roman
增强
time,
自己的体能和抗病。然后
the
当时也是
Caesar
瘟疫盛
Emperor
行
Caesar
啊
he
然后
actually
跟
used
他打的
that.
敌对的那个兵啊，就看着人数不断的减少，因为扛不过那个时候的疫情。
不用打，
对，
就是疫情的士兵都放倒了，
对
要么病要么死，对不对？
Because
是
during
你
that
看他这
time,
么只要
when
保证
during the
健康就
war,
能赢，
对，
哇，
嗯，
厉害！
所以最后他就建立了非常强大的古罗马帝国。
那是多少年
many
前了？
people,
差不多，我觉得4000年
that's
哇
about
那么早的
4,000
时
years
间了
ago.
你看古罗马人
对
就那么好的善用大蒜，
In the Roman
是
time, they
Oh.
used that as
智
well.
慧了，
哎，师傅您还记得吧？之前我们也讲过那些一些历史故事的时候，在中国也是，
是
那个时候不是乾隆也是派他
Master would say
上
before during
那
Qianlong
个
time,
大
福康安
将军，哎，对对对
嗯，
他就是他去打北方、西北都胜了，但是他唯独就是在那个去
缅甸，
缅甸那一块儿
嗯
没打成。
we
这个
talk
地方
about
也是
in
因为
Myanmar they
瘴
went
气
for
是那个
war,
瘴气比较
but
重
in Myanmar
对
they
它
couldn't
容易
win the
让你
war
病倒的那股气，
对
because
所以其实在
Myanmar
那
is
种
more
环境
in
下
the
也需要
southern
用大
parts.
蒜了
So
哎
actually he
所以如
needs
果福安这
garlic.
个做大蒜的时候也知道有
So
这样
if
的功
general
效
knows
其
that
实
this
是不一
garlic
样
is
的
useful,
当时大蒜收的不多，
you can let the
我是
army,
玩
the
笑
troops
说
to
哈没
consume
看
that.
历史哈
嗯，
但是福康安那个确实打了很多地方打赢，就是打缅甸打不赢。
So Fokan he make a lot of he won a lot
那
of
我
battle,
们在
but he
临
didn't
床的
win the
记
one
载
in
上哈
Myanmar.
就是包括中国还有印度的古代医学
We also
都
find
用
that
大
in
蒜
the
来辅
ancients
助呼吸和消化，
In their medicine book, they also record that garlic is very good too.
有一种杀菌消炎的这样的作用。其实啊，大蒜对呼吸道疾病也是
It is also good
这种疗效的。
for the
它对
respiratory
大
systems.
蒜中的大蒜素对于流行性感冒、上呼吸道炎症、肺炎
For people who have pneumonia
都具有一些预防和
or even
治
TB,
疗的功效。
it is also effective
嗯，
as a preventive care.
就感觉好像它是保护这个
I feel that it's actually protect
非常好的一个卫
our
士。
digestive system as well as our respiratory system.
外国哈，
对。
哎，你看用的已经很广泛。
Yeah, so these are actually
其实
in
我们中华民族
overseas.
呢，用大蒜
So we
用的
know
也
that
同样是
it
非
is
常
also
广
used
泛
widely in the West, not just
现代医
in
学
by the
介
Chinese.
绍一下哈，现代的医学科学之中说大蒜
In
之类的
modern
这个
medicine,
元素哈，对现代这个人体疾病来说，通常他们比较肯定的有哪些内容？
好，
what
就除了
what
刚才
about
我们
now?
讲到的这些对于一些流感啊，还有这种肺炎啊，上呼吸道感染这些有作用以后哈，我们还有查到了，就是对保护肝肾器官。
We find that besides flu, it also helps with high cholesterol.
另外还有一个可能不是今天我们要介绍的重点哈，因为我们今天最主要是讲的防感冒啊，哎，是对肺的。其实大蒜还有一个是防
It has
肿瘤和
added
癌症的效果。
benefit.
它其实
It also helps to prevent
它
tumor
用了
and
这个
cancer
硒这些元素就可以抑制
because of the
肿瘤细胞
components in the garlic.
哦
It can help to prevent that
所以就是
the growth of tumor
对
and cancer
我们看
that
美
cause
国国家
cancer.
癌症组织他们的一个
We have
研究
seen
结果
some
是说
research
全
by
世
the
界
American
最具有
Cancer
抗癌
Society.
潜力的植物当中
Among
位居
all
榜
the
首的
herbs
就是大蒜
that can prevent cancer, garlic is ranked very high in the list.
都有病乱投医，所以就看哪个好有效，我们就去用哪一个啊。
是。
对，是对的，
好，再给师傅讲一个略为近代一点的故事。
And also have a more modern stories. Actually, the British
它因为是个岛国嘛
British is also an island,
一样就常使用大蒜。
so they use garlic a lot.
18世纪初的时候，英国也发生了非常严重的鼠疫。
So in the
那时候英国的传教
1800s,
士啊就死了
they
很
also
多
have
其
some
实传教士
major
也是不断地在外面
major
把这些
pandemic. So a lot of
动物
the
波呀，
对奔波。哎，好玩的是，同时那个时候法
a
国人
lot of
来
the
传教
missionaries
所以呢，
they
大家都在
travels a
欧
lot.
洲各地传教嘛。哎，法国传教士他们就安然无恙。
They found
哎
that
能够
those
好好地避过
the
这些
French
事情
missionaries
所以一开
they are
始啊
able
那
to
个
avoid
英国人也不知道咋回事
avoid that. So the British missionary think, why is it so? Later on, they found that the French missionaries love to eat garlic. Initially, the Brits don't like to eat garlic, but after they found that, they start to realize that garlic is very good
防病防瘟
to
疫
prevent
特别有作用。
as a preventive care. So that's why they start to eat
第二次世界
garlic.
大战，
有2次哈。当时呢，一打仗，其实药品都是匮乏的。
Actually, during the First World War or the Second World War, every time when war starts, there's always a lack of food. At that point in time, although Britain is considered as a developed country, they still lack of good food and medicine. And during that time, they bought a lot, many tons of garlic, and they juice it.
就像白求恩那样的哈，就战地医疗的时候都没有抗生素了，也没有杀毒
Because
消毒杀菌的这些。
in the
就是
in the
酒精啊
war,
之类的都
they
不
don't
够
have
所以
any
他们就是在
medicines.
部
There's a
门
shortage of medicines.
来榨汁
So
再把这
they
些
use
大蒜
garlic
涂
and
在
they juice
纱
the
布上
garlic
来清
and
伤员的
they
枪
put
上
it
的伤口
lightly
来
on
做到这个消毒作用。
哦，
哎，
你看，
所以
等于是当代
as part of
战争
treatment.
中，当你没有这个消炎消毒的这个医药之后，
对
用它来消炎消毒，
对来防
They
止
use
细
that
菌感染，
哦
防止
to
这种感染
prevent
你看这个大蒜
infections
对，所以大蒜还被 称作为是战场上的盘尼西林，盘尼西林就是清
It is known as penicillin in the
替
war
代品啦。
as a replacement.
真是好。
So they use the juice of garlic as a form of
不懂得，
所以我觉得
disinfection.
是哪里人啊？山东人还是西北人啊？就是吃面的时候都爱生吃蒜嘛。
I think is it people from
就是
Shandong
一口
province,
面一口
when they
蒜
take noodles, they
一口
like
蒜
to
就是
bite,
然后
they like to
然后
eat with
就是
garlic.
不吃蒜，这味道少一半。
And there's this saying that if they don't take garlic, it's just not fragrant. I think it's the people from
很有
Shandong has this habit to eat garlic
山
raw
东人不一样，
together
因为
with
他们有
the
个好老
noodles.
师叫孔子，
Well, but Shandong they have a
他就
good
说多
wise,
吃大蒜防病毒啊
they。have a
哎
wise
这是我编的
sage,
哈
Kongzi.
确实是吃
Confucius
蒜真防疫，这个不
Indeed
是一个传说，不是你
Garlic
信
is
不信
good
啊，这已经成为了历史事实，是不是啊？从古代的战争是吧？罗马皇帝是吧？说你们病到我吃蒜我就不病，你看4000年，
Even in Roman
到
time,
现在的二战
they
一
use
样
that too, right?
是吧
And even World War
就是
II.
当时的俄罗斯哈，你这多了不起，这
谁
是。
先发现这个秘密，谁就赢得了战
So
场
whoever that know the secret, they
乃
will
至最后
win.
的胜利。
对，在欧洲哈，若干次战争
In
哈
Europe, there are
若
many
干次战争
wars.
之中有好几次，就是因为两边别打仗了，瘟疫起来了。
And a lot of
现在
time
俄
while
乌
they're
也
in
在
the
打，对
in
不
the
对？
middle
瘟
of
疫
the
还
war,
在
the
感染
epidemic
的，我们
start.
还在打仗哈。当然我们一般不提政治，但就说
Most
现
of
实
the
这个
time,
问
we
题。
don't talk
在
about
古代也是，在欧洲
politics.
好几次战争之中，瘟疫也来了，那时候没
But
黑死
in
病之类的
Europe,
哈，你都不用打，
When
还
they
服
have
役。
epidemic,
全死在那
you
儿，
don't
你怎
even
么
need
打？
to go into
但是
you
如
don't
果你
even
有
need to
方
be
法，
in a battle.
能
People
保
will
证
just
让自己
die.
少传染、少感染，
You
你
just
就
want
赢
to
了，不用打。
reduce the
对不对？
infections rate among
那
your
他们依赖的是
soldiers.
什么呢？大蒜。嗯，
So what do
所
they
以呢，
eat?
我们呢也
They
介
take
绍给
garlic.
亲爱的网友们哈，也知道大蒜有这么多的好处。那么乍一说，哎，这个上嗓子就是对治感冒的东西，还吃这个辛辣的食物，我一开始是觉得听起来是矛盾的哈。
So when I
但是我
first
们
heard about
继续
this, I
研究谈
think
下去之后说，这个东西啊，真的不吃就傻了，啊，这个还真是防
I
疫。
think that it is
我们
very
防疫
important
我不去被感
to
染哈，我还健康的活着。
because you want to live
而
healthy.
且本
You
身
need
它
to
对癌
understand
症
that
治
what
疗
is the
全都产
what
生
is the
作用。
components within garlic. What is the medicinal value within garlic?
这么强大的作用，为啥
When
不
you
吃？
know that the garlic has such a strong medicinal value, why don't you do it? You should try to consume some so that it can prevent, you can actually build the immunity in your body.
我今天还跟物理老师说，我说小时候一感冒发烧就去打青霉素，
哎，
打了那么多针，早知道的话多吃点蒜。
对呀，
是
捞一瓶子腊八蒜就吃就好了。
哎呦，
对不对
真的，
所以说也正好给大家说哈，这个腊八日都过去了哈，过去几天，就是在这几天你买上蒜瓣儿，就倒上
Actually, these few days,
就是我们一
you can
般
just take some
北
garlic
方
and you
吃
can
的那个
just
醋
add some
就是
vinegar.
糖醋类啊的醋，只是倒醋就可以了，应该不放
You
盐
just
啊
add, you don't even need to add salt.
就把你一个大玻璃罐儿
You just add
洗干
garlic
净
and
擦
salt
干净
together.
就把蒜瓣儿剥好了皮儿之后呢，就放进去啊，完了之后呢就倒上醋，啊，那么很多年轻人也不
You
懂，
just
我能倒
skin
肉
it,
醋吗？
skin the garlic,
回答我能不能？
不能。
因
and
为
just
就
put
变味儿了。啊，台湾人做梅子醋，什么苹果醋
Vinegar
能不能倒？不能，味道怪怪的了。啊，说甜不甜，说咸不咸，说男不男，说女不女的，那不行啊，一定要恩怨分明，
对
阴阳分明啊。
那个时候煮
but it's important for you to differentiate the yin
那腌
and
的
the
时间
yang.
半月就变绿色了，蓝绿色
So
特别
you
美啊
actually store it for about half a month, and the color will change to be a little bit green, greenish in color.
这个腊八醋啊，腊八蒜
So we
啊
call
它
that
都会起到
Laba
很
蒜
好的作用啊。这个醋和
Laba
蒜
garlic,
它都有了那个保健的作用。
and it has the vinegar inside.
啊
It
并
is
且
a
呢
very
不
good
刺
form
激胃
of
口
preventing care.
为啥
At the
吃
same
腊八蒜
time,
其实我们上午跟你讨论的时候，你说过年为啥吃腊八蒜，就一直没说出来。我告诉你啊，就是针对过年的时候大吃大
well,
喝
why do we want to
是不是
take that?
你的
Because
这个
during the
体内
Lunar
中
New
积
Year
累了很
celebration
多不该
period,
吃的那些能量
people
全
tend
部
to
塞在
eat
胃里头，你身体
excessively,
受不了，
and
一下
our
三高就起
digestive
来了，
system will
基
not
本
be
上
able
血糖
to
就上来了，
absorb it,
这是不行的。
will not be able to
那怎么办
deal
呢？
with it. And a lot of people ends up having high cholesterol
哎，
or
就是
become
针对
fats.
过年的时
So
候大吃大喝
this
起作用。
This
就
is
是这样
to
吃，我也提醒网友哈，
counteract that.
我们如果你听我的课，
If you
你就
listen
一
to
定
my
必须
teaching,
做到大年把自己的嘴管住，
you
别
must
大
try to make sure that you do not eat excessively
我们那
during
个
the Lunar
在
New Year
饥荒
period.
年代，你来我家做客，我多做一些好吃的给你哈，美食哈，这个是尊重。
In the
今天大家
past,
肚子里头不缺这个
people
油
we
水，
lack
不缺这
food.
个营养。
So
你在
when
这大
people
吃大
come,
喝，
when
你就
guests
得
come to
分
your house, you
好吧
offer them
而
very
待
good
客之
food.
道不真
But
诚，
these
而是
days,
在应付别人，
everyone
对不对？
can have
你还
enough
不如说
food.
今天咱们吃点啥呀？
Actually, why don't you
说
just
不
eat
饿，
something
咱们随
simple?
便青菜煮面条吧。那
You
你要
can
照着
even
这
have
么说，
vegetables
这个很
with
舒服。
noodles.
你吃的也
That's very
健康，
simple
他吃的
food,
也健康，
but it's
反
a
而
way
更
of
自
healthy
信更
living.
好，对不对？你给你们
Not
老人
only
家，你也
yourself
弄
eat
上来少
healthily,
顿肉来吃
you
吧，
also have
是
your
吧？
rest of
本
your
来身体
family
就不好，
members
吃
eat
一饭还
healthily.
老血栓了，
That's better,
所以一定要小
especially
心，
for
别
the
大
old
吃
folks
大
at
喝
home.
啊。
You
这
try
腊
to
八
not
蒜
feed
就
them
本来是针
excessively,
对过年，
especially during the
油
Lunar
水
New
多
Year
了
period.
是不是啊？热量高的时候来给你
Because
解毒
when you
的，
consume food with
解油
very
解腻
who
解
is
毒，
very too rich, it
对，
actually
都是有讲究的。
cause harm, more
这跟
harm
老
to the
祖宗
body.
哈，嗯，
所以今天我们就认识了这样的一个健
So
康
today
饮食
we learned a new
对
type of
功啊，
good
大蒜有
food,
起来
and that is
对，而且呢，
garlic.
过一会儿哈，我们会给大家，我亲自研究的哈，哎，带着我们这几位都是超高级知识分子哈，都是国际一流院士哈，我们一起研究这个，给大家一个特别好的能够吃大蒜的一个保健的方法。
Later, I'll have a method I will to share with you how to eat garlic, and we'll just continue later as you listen on.
对
第二项，
对，第二个宝贝是谁呢？
看看是谁哈？
So, what's the second good
第
item
二
to
个
share?
宝贝啊，其实跟大蒜有点像，
Actually, it's quite similar to
说
garlic.
比
身材
大蒜
很像
大，
It looks quite similar to
一
garlic,
号，对，颜色也
but
很
just
漂
one
亮
size bigger, and it looks pretty. And the name
对
is
洋葱
onion.
啊，它跟这个大蒜也是有点近似啊。其实
Well,
还
it's
是
quite
有
similar
点
to
大味的
garlic. It is considered as a form of
对，
spice,
是
it's more
所以
spicy
呢
food.
它的功效也是哈，它能够治疗风寒咳嗽、
It is also help with cough,
祛痰、
reduce phlegm.
杀菌。
It also kills bacteria. It also help to
接着还
protect
能够
our
促进这个咱们的肠胃
our
蠕动，
our
这
stomach.
也是帮助消化。
It also help
对
with
是不是
our
跟大
intestinal
蒜特别
movements.
的
So it
相
has
似
very
哈
similar to garlic. The values we derive from onions is very similar to garlic.
对对，好多网友都写来他们的
Many
分享
people
说
shared
哎呀，吃了这个效果特别好。
that
哎
after eating
当天
onion,
就去煮晚上咳嗽
the
就减
there's
少，
this
能够安心
there's
睡
this
觉。
我跟你说哈，
sopping
这
the
个洋
cough
葱止咳
onion,
汤哈，
the soup
还
that
是咱
Master
们特别
recommend.
好的网
It
友
is very
介绍
good.
给我的。
Actually, I just want to share with you
哎，他跟我
this
学了才1
method
年
is
了，
actually
这个人真
shared
天
to
生
me
活过
by
他
by
说
one of
我
our
呢
internet
有这个
online
秘方
friends.
哈，对，但是他说网上我看的也有人这么传，那我也告诉你，如果你愿意告诉别人就告诉我哈，因为他和他周围的人都使用过这个方法，对于止咳特别好。
Actually, this method was shared to me by internet friends.
哎，
He tried this method and was very effective,
先拿
and he
在
shared
附
with
近
me.
认识的人说，哎，有咳嗽需要的时候你就试，于是真的挺好。所以我
They
才
have
在网
tried
上
this
公布出
method
来哈，
and they
哎
found
很多人也
effective,
反应非常不错的。
and that's why I share with all my
是
online
继续
friends.
讲洋葱的科学道理。
它呢还有抗氧化的
Let's
作用。
continue to talk about
清
this
除
onion.
有机，所以对抗炎、抗病毒
It actually also
手
it is a very
调
good
脚所以我
to
我们的第
prevent.
二位明星哈，明星食材
也很
就是洋葱
厉害啊。
对，
哦，
能够帮助我们
Virus
增强免疫
It
力。
can prevent virus and increase our immunity, improve our
不是你
immunity.
说抗氧化的时候说那么轻松哈，其实我相信很多朋友和我似的，听抗氧化这个词的时候就觉得它算老几啊？它算啥？抗氧化有啥了不起的？是吧？
这个
所以
是确实那个也不是特别了不起，就是如果你一直不氧化的话，我们就可以不老，真的是这样子。你看啊，
那你
苹
It's
果
also a form of
苹果放在空气
antioxidant.
当中氧化了，它就黑了、锈了，
对，
然后就废了，就是慢慢的就不能
如果给它
吃了。
喷上一层喷剂，就叫不氧化喷剂。
对，
那这个苹果呢，7、8年之后还在那儿，一切开还是脆的
Can。you talk a little bit about this
你
antioxidant?
看我们上
What
次
is the
讲的
benefit of
那个也是
antioxidant?
木里面出
Well,
来的
then will
就是
become
洋葱味儿
useful.
是吧
不是不是，它就是那个也是密封的好以后，其实也是一种，就是没有被氧气，就是或者
对
空气 腐蚀了，所以它才能把自己的这个尸体保
没有一个
存的这么
氧化的过程。
那么也就是说，不容易被氧化的，就是说，就有点像长生不老的感觉。
So what it means is that you can remain youthful.
这样一个
Yes, it's like you
就
can
让
remain
自己的生
youthful.
命不断的在延迟啊
So that your
延迟
life
延
can
迟
be
的话就是
extended.
长命百岁，甚至活到150岁都有可
You
能。
may be able to live beyond hundreds or even reaching 150. That is highly likely.
我们是靠氧气
活着
存活的，
对，
但是同时
We
当
need
我们吸收
oxygen
氧
to
气的时候
live.
我们的细胞又
But
比方说
as we
被氧
use
气
a lot of
会
oxygens,
同时慢慢地
then it is also slowly
其实被氧化
aging.
就导致了我们终将会走向衰
So we
衰
will
老
grow
乃至于最后的
from
衰
youth
老
all the
那
way
是不是
to
就是
old
咱
age
们
is
刚才
part of
讲的哈
aging.
你在马来西亚很多食品哈，容易放到腐坏，除了它天气热之外，它也是被这个氧气
So
给
we talk about in
给化
Malaysia,
有
a
这
lot
个
of things
打
turn
击
bad
作用
easily.
但是
Besides
如果这
being
块是
because
真
of the
空
weather,
没有氧气
is
的
it
话
because
对
of
这
the
个食物就不
oxygen
太
that's
能
why it
坏
turned bad?
哦
Yes,
那
that's
是
also
否还
one
要跟
one
您介
way.
绍一下的就是这个洋葱里呀，其实它也有个叫洋葱素。那么
Actually,
另外一个
within
名称其实
this
我们的网友
onion,
是知
there's
道的，
also
以前
these
我们介绍过的
components.
哦，
那就叫大名鼎鼎的胡皮素。
胡皮素和洋葱有什么
There
关
is
系？
a
就是洋葱里
quercetin.
含有的这个
一种素，
素，对，一种物质元素
它就叫
胡
胡皮素
素。。这个胡皮素特别好，它
This
就
is
是帮
very
助我们
good.
抗氧化，所以经常
It
会
is
说，哎呀，其实我
antioxidants.
们女的不是整天就是要美白呀，
Because for us, for women,
啊
ladies, we
这个
always
身
want
体啊
to
就是不要老啊
beautify
但是
our
这
skin.
个其实就
We
是
want to
尽
stay
量的让我
youthful.
们的皮肤的细胞不要过早的
So
被氧
to
化
do
被
that,
氧
we
化就
just
容易
want to
产
make
生
sure
很多
that
色
our
素
body
啊沉淀啊
can
衰
remain
竭呀这些
youthful.
哈，这只是起一个最小的一个例子而已，让大家知道这个氧化过
It
程。
helps to protect
那么
against,
其实如果
to
我们经
prevent,
常吃
it
含
helps to prevent
胡皮
aging,
素含量
anti-aging.
高的食物的话，就帮助我们的身体的细胞尽量的减少它被氧化的这个
So it
时
helps
间
to
拉
对
长这个
allow
时间
our
保护
cells
住它
to
我们的
remain
身体呢
youthful for a
我们
longer
的身体
time.
和细胞乃至器官哈，让它不要老化。这
This
个
is a
好东
way
西
对
那
to
这个就叫
prevent
胡
our
皮素
intestine
对
organs,
哦
internal organs
对，所以我们
from
也给
aging
大
too
家
fast.
除了这个洋葱这个明星产品以外，也给大家推荐几款富含胡皮素的其他的食材。
哦，
好，
好，
那么
There are also
第
some
二名
items
是
that
谁呢？第二
contain
名就是
this.
茴香。哎呦，这个茴香本来就很好吃啊，
现在
The
转
next
折了
one
哈
is
是
哎
富含胡
物理
皮素哦。
师姐想给大家推荐呢，就是含有较多胡皮素这样的其他的菜类哈。
these
哎
vegetables
这个
itself,
意思啊转折了一下，来，
对
and this
茴
is
香、
对，茴香、
fennel.
羽衣甘蓝
羽衣
（kale）。
甘蓝，
对，这个就是在西方是非常推崇的啊，就是也是富含胡皮素。
现在这个亚洲的很多菜店是能买到的，
啊，
这个羽衣甘蓝
对
哈，
我们之前也介绍过一款奶昔，我们的
对
菩提
对
瘦身奶昔。
对，
这个奶昔里的一个主材
对
就是羽衣甘蓝
是
kale
的，是的，
所以说，如果没有羽衣甘蓝呢，咱们就亚洲就用芥蓝来代替。
对
因为
The
芥蓝
kale
也
is also very
富含
good.
胡皮
对
素
用这个胡皮素
Kale is
来保护我们
also
的肝脏
very,
当时
that
我
also
们
help, is also very antioxidants.
是啊。
好，
另外还有比较高的含的话呢，就是西芹和蔓越莓。
西芹就是西洋芹菜，就那
对
大
The
葱
other
啊
one is
其
celery.
实啊，它对于保健来说是特
It
别
is also,
特别好。
it also
我也
contains
还有一个
antioxidants.
cranberry，在
And
北美
cranberries
洲
is another
还有
one.
亚洲都很流行，叫蔓越莓。
蔓越莓，
对这个莓的，它的
红色的
口
这个
感没有特别的好吃，但是
对
它里面就是富含这个胡皮素，抗氧化性特别好。
哎呦，
嗯
像这个在菜店里能买到吧？你说哈，蔓越莓，
能
Cranberry is
但是
also
我们
another
买
item
这个蔓
that
越莓
is
它
very high, that contains very high
就一盒一盒一袋一袋
antioxidants.
所以
对，
很多食品店都有。
所以对，
哎，
就咱们这几种食材也都能买得到。
So these items are what you can get from the supermarket,
多好吃，多好吃。
哎
and
呀，
you
昨
can
天
just
师姐还
eat
给我
them
包了一
raw.
个茴香饺子哈。
是，
哎呀，所以我就是
The cranberries,
能量
or even
充
dried
满了
cranberries.
咱们沾了师傅的光，我也吃了。
我总感觉我今天比昨天更年轻了。
耶
Every time after I eat it, I feel like I feel younger.
对呀，就说茴香之中的蔓越莓，不是蔓越莓，茴香之中的胡皮素
对，
起了作用，保护了我呀
胡。皮素让我们
Well, I
到
feel
有
youthful
如果我要吃1个月的茴香饺子
because
的
of
话，我
this.
跟 能倒着庆祝1岁是吧？
If I eat a lot of fennel, I will be able to maintain my youth.
那其实洋葱还有一个特别好的效果，师傅之前直播有跟大家介绍过，就是它的降血脂。
哎，是，
师傅再给我们讲一讲好不好？
你先讲吧，我这个老的，我讲过去就忘了呀。
我记得师傅就说它，因为它的形状像心脏嘛，所以它其实
So onions contain antioxidants and reduce our cholesterol level as well.
冠状动脉的疏通啊，非常
It is also prevent the hardening of the blood vessels.
消炎呐，这样杀菌止咳，还对于降三高。
It reduces. It also fight inflammations.
对，咱越说越神了哈。神的还在后头呢。现在我还憋着。
Their potent anti-inflammatory properties may also help reduce high blood pressure and protect against blood clots.
肾脏、膀胱系统的保护哈。
It is also protect the urinary tract, prevent urinary tract infection.
对，我觉得会对这个癌症肿瘤类也是产生很好的抑制的作用。
And I think that it is also prevent cancer and tumor as well.
这是洋葱哈。
That is onion.
啊，这种叫做卫士级的食材，又容易买到哈。
These are things that's very easy for you to
对，
buy.
我们还有个小小的提醒哈，给网友个提醒，因为洋葱也毕竟是一种辛辣性质
But
的这样的
because
一种食
onion is also a form
物
of
所以呢大家
spice,
也不要过量食用。
so you want to use in moderation.
对，过量食用还是容易引起一些身体的发热啊，这种燥啊，还是会引
It
起
loads
的
with
所以大家
nutrients,
非
but
常
because
要
it's a spice
注意
nature,
它会刺激
you can
咱
get
们说到的不管
very
多好的
heaty
这
if you
个
consume
拌水的
excessively.
菜哈，包括刚才讲的蒜哈，这个量哈还是要控制。因为我们
Like what we
常
say,
常
like
炒菜
garlic as
放两
well,
根蒜那种
although
就
these
叫
are
最
good
初的调味儿。
herbs or good spice to use, it is important that we consume them in moderation.
可能让你的胃不舒服。
Because if you consume too excessively, you will find some discomfort in your stomach, or you may get some. You may feel that it is causing your body to become very heaty. Why? Because this is a new substance that's entering your body. Your body may find
这包括
may take
像
some time to
就是
accept it.
患有皮肤瘙痒性疾病的，还有包括一些眼疾啊，就是眼
也是
部有
善心提醒
疾病的，对
我是宏观提醒，
对对对。
我就说这个量都别大。
So that's why I think generally I just want to advise you that although these are considered good, power food, power spice, you just want to make sure that you consume them in
我想
moderation.
呢，要不然大家没那么多时间哈，我们准备的宝贵的内容哈，咱们现在给大家讲第3个法宝。
Let's talk about the third
法宝级的宝物卫士。
very good spice. What is it?
我不神秘了哈，我的衣服颜色差不多，叫姜黄。
That's turmeric.
姜黄，
对，姜黄。
这个我们听的不太多。这
We
个
don't really hear a lot of
这个
turmeric.
主要呢，它是在这个印度这个区域哈。
Actually,
印度
people
这个
use
大
it
文明古国的
mostly
这个周围
by
的
the
人哈
Indians.
用的比较多，就做咖喱饭的人。
They
啊
use
看
a
我
lot
现在
in
手
the
里拿的
curry.
就是姜黄。这是
This
真
is
姜
what
黄
it is,
不是眼睛的
turmeric.
哈
It
在
is
马来西
golden
亚
yellow
很
in
易买
color.
也不贵啊。
It is widely used in Malaysia,
那么它为
and
啥叫姜黄
it
呢？
is not
它那个
expensive.
是个根茎的植物。
It is a spice
所以
that
你
gives
再看看
curry
它那个
the
根茎
yellow
的那个样
color.
子哈，就和咱们炒菜那个姜呢非常像
It is both a spice and a medicinal herbs.
啊。它那个，所以它这个样子，它的属类，我觉得都属于姜类的。
对，
哎
So it is a
对它
form
呢
of
就是比
ginger.
比我们吃的普通的姜颜色重。
It is a stronger
如果放在
yellow
一起
color
对比
compared
呢
to
它
ginger
里
that we
面的
used.
肉哈偏红。
And if you use it, you will find that the food that you eat will turn a little bit orange, yellowish color.
但它和姜长得很像哈，姜也是很好的。
Actually, it looks very similar to ginger.
只能说叫更神奇。像我们华人呢，能吃姜黄的人比较少。
For Chinese, we don't use a lot of turmeric unless you live in India or Southeast Asia, or if you like curry,
这个东西
because it's
应该
what
说
that caused the
记忆
curry to be yellow.
在印度的古传说之中哈，这都是神赐予的。
In India,
赐予
they
的
say
意义
that
是
this is
一种
given, this is
宝贵的
bestowed by God.
它
is a very it's an auspicious food, very auspicious food, given granted by God, and that's why it can ward off negative energy. For the Indians, they even use it as beauty. I'm not joking, they use it as a facial. They use it to treat their hair. So for dry skin, you add some water on the turmeric and they put it on their face. Say, for example, one specific spots have pigmentations, you just put it there because it is not poisonous. You can wear it overnight and in the morning, then you wash it off. You will find that your skin will gain the nourishment and become smoother. And in fact, some of the scarf, they use it as a form of dyed pigmentations. Actually, Chinese, our ancients, our ancestors, they also use a lot of coloring from fruits or vegetables. For example, they also use different type of fruits to use the color as a form of dye. So for turmeric, the color is very beautiful. So they use this as a dye. And say, for example, during marriage or when they offer to their god, they mix this together with the Indians' sandalwood, and they use it and to put parts of their body. It is like the god has granted them with auspiciousness, and it will ward off negative energy. And during the wedding, they paint on the hands as well and the parts of the face. When they offer to God, they offer milk and the rose. It is a type of ritual to pray, to offer to God. One of the rituals, one of the items that they use is milk, and they also use red flowers, some nice spice, some sandalwood powder, or even turmeric, and pour onto the statues of God. So they spend a lot of money on it. And part of it is on turmeric. So they even use this turmeric to splatter on you. During the ancient time, these are all expensive items. So these are the auspicious things. So even people who have tummy ache or even pain in the leg, they use it too. They like to add to the vegetables when they cook. And then when they mix it with the vegetables, it will be useful. So recent research says that turmeric, it has very active ingredients that has very powerful anti-inflammatory effects and is a very strong antioxidant. Because it contains bioactive components with medicinal properties. So it has a very powerful anti-inflammatory effects and a very strong antioxidants. So it's also antivirus because of that.
慢性炎症是相联系的，就是你像肺癌呀、肝癌呀，还有肠道的癌症，都是因为这个脏腑慢性发炎， 最后导致的。
长期发炎。
对。
So it helps to fight foreign invaders and has a role in repairing the damage in our body.
炎给控制住，
及时消炎了，
康复了，
是，
就避免这个大问题发生。
对，
哇，这个东西厉害啊！
Because it's anti-inflammatory, it helps to prevent some.
都已经救人无数了呀。
哪怕它有一个作用，
As long as it has one effectiveness, it is a sacred type of spice. And not only that, it is very affordable. It is not expensive. It is very affordable for everyone, for any ordinary person.
地区哈，大家都会抢着使用它。
对。
现在很多西方人也是。
Actually, now the people in the West have started to realize its benefits, and they also start to use this
下回咱去试试。
and include that into their diet.
咖啡里面加姜黄粉。
Actually, even now it becomes a trend. Even in coffee, they add this turmeric powder.
现在就是西方都流行这样吃。
So that's how it started to gain popularity in the West.
加点 nut， 哎，或者加上我们昨天介绍的什么肉桂粉哈，现在还流行加这个姜黄粉。
We talk about adding cinnamon powder. Now, the latest trend is that they add this turmeric powder because of the high antioxidant components. So it is now become part of the daily diet. Maybe in India, even their rice, they also add on this turmeric. I think it's quite tasty. It smells pretty good. Even in the Arab countries, in the Middle East, they like to add turmeric into their rice as they are part of their daily diet. I think after listening to our live broadcast, many people will start to use turmeric as part of your diet. Can you imagine people in the north? They are making noodles and they add a little bit of turmeric powder. It will create new forms of fragrance.
它是脂溶性的，什么叫脂溶性？脂溶性就是要促进它人体的吸收的话
It is very easily absorbed.
就炒菜的油啊在一起就比较好。所以就是炒菜的时候放，或者是我们做饮，而且它就是放在热水里也比较容易吸收。
It is very easy to absorb if you add hot water or in oil.
是最好是吃热的。
So it is best to consume while it's hot so that it's easier to absorb into by our body. So when you drink hot tea with this, you will be able to absorb the ingredients, the positive ingredients into our body.
好，咱们说它的功效吧。
对，就是它这个，刚才我们讲到它这个抗病毒嘛。
We talk about its way to antivirus. It improves our immunity as well.
都有非常有效的抑制作用。
It helps to prevent virus.
你看这个就是伊博拉病毒。
Ebola.
是致死率非常高的。
That death rate is very high in Africa.
冠状病毒就我们现在。
And also the COVID as well.
对，还有流感病毒。
And also influenza.
它也有帮助。
And liver-related disease. And even AIDS, it helps to protect. So it is very good to improve the immunity. There's some medicinal value to this. It is similar to onions. The medicinal value is similar to onion.
都是很优先去研究它、观察它，才发现这么多的好处，都是被科学肯定的了。
So these have been proven by science, by Western science.
应对我们现在就是我们讲的这个冬天这个防。
And now we are talking about wellness during the winter period. Turmeric is also very good because it prevents it helps to protect our lungs.
很多个网友给我发信息，
Actually, many of our online friends send me messages.
就是他的
Their relatives or their loved
它
ones,
简称为叫白肺化哈，白肺化就是肺高度纤维化，肺的基本功能就已经失去了，
they
那
have
人肯定就完了
the lungs
啊，
are
它对
affected
抗
by
这个肺的纤维化也有作用。哇，这
it
太好
helps to protect the
对
lungs.
它就是有好几项的研究和实验表明哈，
哦
它就是对，尤其是由辐射
Indeed, some
化疗啊，还有就是毒素造成的肺纤
some
维化
research
是
has
特别
shows
的
that it helps to reduce the
本来对这
damage
个
caused
应该说
by
新冠
radiation.
冠状病毒有效嘛？
对
What
还
about
有这个时
COVID?
候大家
Is
用
it also
好呀
effective for COVID?
姜
Yes, there's
黄
some
记住
form
它
of
叫姜
protections
黄啊
against COVID as
研
well.
究
对
真好。
好，我还是我们今天也是特别去查了一些这些药理学和医学方面的一些期刊和研究的结果。
We also did some research on the medicine,
就是越
a
来越多
medical
的药理
related
学
journal.
和动物研究数据支持了姜黄素在慢性阻塞性肺病、急性肺损伤、急性呼吸窘迫
They
综
have
合
some
症
the
和
tests
过敏性哮喘中
that these
发挥保
curcumins
护
on
的作
lungs,
用。
fibrosis.
所以呢，这些还是真的是非常的令人
So there are
振奋
some studies that prove
所以
that
它的
it
这个
has
对
good
大家今天
medicinal
的帮助
values.
哈正是时宜。
对，
无论今天你是要防癌，
It
啊
doesn't matter
要
whether
延寿
today you want
啊
to
美容
prevent
啊
cancer
要
or
保
you
住
want
青
to
春
extend
啊
your
对
lifespan
还有
or
防各种的
retain
炎
your
症
youth
啊哎
or to
这
prevent
真是一
to
个
improve your
真是太宝贵了
immunity.
真是个宝。
Turmeric is
但是你要
indeed
去店里买
a
吧，还
very
特别
good
便宜，
items, and if you buy from the
三
shop,
四两药嘛。
it is
所
very
以我
very
们才给
cheap.
大家介绍的。
哦，好的。但是最后呢，就是还是给大家做一个温馨的提醒。
But I want to remind you that
性质辛热的、火气大
it's
的
very
这
it's
样的
more
一
heat.
个植
It's
物
quite
吧哈
heaty in
或者是
nature.
食材它你要是吃多了也容易
So if you
口干
take
舌燥
more,
便秘还是这
you
样
may
一样
have
的道理。
constipation.
但是
So
特别
as
要
what
提醒
Master
的
said
是呢，因为
earlier,
姜
it's
黄它
important
能
for
够
you
兴
to
奋子宫
consume in
促进子宫这个
moderation.
收缩，所以呢，怀孕的孕妇不适合吃。
对
Because of
啊
certain
你再好
components,
的话，这个
a
特别要当
pregnant
心。
就
if
是有很多特
pregnant
效药
lady
哈
should
对
not
于孕妇
consume
或者是有
turmeric.
其他的
基础
慢性
病的
疾病的人
对
哈，最好是咨询一下医生。
So for those
咱
who
们是为了
have who
健
are
康长
pregnant,
寿，还是注
you
意
should prevent
饮
to
食或者
consume
医
this,
疗饮食
or you have
或
an
者是食疗
existing
的这个
conditions,
安
medical
全啊
conditions,
要保证自己的
before
安
you
全
take any
这个
of
在
this
用
so-called
但是
good
凡是孕
spice,
妇吃一
try
切都
to
要小心
consult
吃一
your
切都要
doctor
去问一下
first.
医生哈，这样就保证这个母子
This
平
is to
安
ensure that
好，
for your own
这
safety.
这三大法宝哈
So
哦
these are the
那真的是
three
真是
very
哎
good
呀真是
spices.
我们也非常的兴奋和
我们
高兴。
非常非常高兴的，很迫切的
We are very
想给大家介绍
excited
这三个
to share these
对
three
要记住
special
哈，但是用量一定要控制哈。
哎，
所以你看这些
special
东西
spice,
包
but
括
just
我们说
manage your
蒸这个
consumptions.
洋葱哈
Consume in
这个时候它
moderation.
也容易产生这个大肠干燥一些哈，因为你是为了
It's
对
like
抗
onion.
咳嗽、新冠、
It
感
is
冒之类的
it's a
哈
form
对
of
但是它
cough
又比较偏辛
suppressant.
热性的
It's
这样的食材
antioxidants,
哈，所以
but
呢
it
你还要
tends to be
适
more
当要
heaty.
对应着吃些凉性
So
的，
you
比
must
如
make
说
sure
生
that
的
you
青
take
菜
some
类
cooling
啊，
food,
这
maybe some form
个
of
长杆
green
儿的大
leafy
芹菜啊
vegetables
啊，
or
还
some
有
celeries
实在
that's
不
more
行
cooling in
弄点
nature.
什么王老吉啊、24味凉茶之
Or
类
you
的，
may
要
want to
配着
drink
喝一
some
口哈
herbal tea
否则还会容易出现一点大
so
便
that
味
you
道。
can manage
因
the
为它
yin
有
and the
倾向
yang
性，我们
because
去
they are more
去
young
治
in
疗
nature.
去呵护我们的这个呼吸道，对不对？但是我们就不在乎它干了。但是
So
你在
when we
饮食上
protect
自己要注意
our
这样的一个
lungs,
调整，
we
包
must
括
also
菊
protect
花
our
茶
liver.
是
So
吧？之前
everything
白教的这个
consumed
清心
in
败火的这个
moderation.
饮料要注意喝哈。如果图省事儿啊，买个王老吉呀24味凉茶
Well,
就可
if you
以了
want to
对
make sure
再给
that
它做
you
一个这样
eat
阴
everything
阳
in
的调
moderation,
整，
if you
既
eat
能
something that's
能够
very
防
young
病
by
治
in
病，
nature,
还要
just
能够
get
让
some
自己
herbal
还能
tea
保
and
证自己
drink
的健康
together
安全，好吧？
because this will ensure your safety.
那这三个宝呢，我们介绍到这儿了哈。那一会儿还会给大家推出一个特别好的一个方，这个方要不要现在给大家说呀？
好啊，
好吧，已经讲到这儿了，
对
好吧？
对，好
哎，又是一个特殊的奶昔偏方，
We have another good
谁有关呢？
大家请
good
看一
method for
下
you.
健康卫士奶昔，帮助你有效预防病毒
So
和
this
流
is
感。
another
准备
yogurt
一个搅
drink.
拌机，加入材料，大蒜
So this
4
is
瓣
what you need.
大蒜有
garlic
很强的消炎杀菌作用。锅
4
中的
big
油
garlic
热了，翻炒半分钟就可以了。
Stir fry the
柠檬
garlic,
1/4颗，带皮。
a quarter
蒸
of
熟的土豆1颗，
lemon,
芹菜1根，
1 potato,
苹果半个，
half apple,
姜
some
丝少许
celeries,
酸奶1
some
杯，约
ginger,
130克，
yogurt 130
姜
gram,
黄半小勺，
some turmeric,
蜂蜜5小勺，
some
100
5
毫升水，
5
水
teaspoons
量
of
可以根据对
honey
吸稠的偏好自
and
行
add
调整，
water.
搅拌均匀即可饮
You
用，
mix them all together
消炎解毒，
and you can
防
drink
病
it.
防疫保平安。
You can ensure peace. You can ensure safety. So this is a
好玩
new
吧哈？
this is a new
哎
drink
看着好
introduced
喝
by Master.
对，
真的很好喝，
It tastes really
可以
nice.
口
我们尝
可以干杯。味道不错哎，
It's not bad. The taste is quite good.
好喝。
就有糖尿病的朋友哈，你要自己要注意调整
If you are
要不要放
diabetes,
糖
you
放蜜
must
之类的哈，
moderate your
因为
honey
特殊身体
content.
哈，哎，你要小心。但是我觉得在正常情况下，我们为了让大家得到这一次这样的一个保健防疫哈，防感冒的这样的一个目的的话呢，所以这个是没法抄来的，是我们自己实实在在的研究的。
This is something
每
that
一个
we
里面放的
research.
每一种材料，
Every
都经
item
过
that we
认
put
真的
in,
仔细的研究之后，
it is after our
才
own
做出这
research
样的一个配方
we
哈，
come up with
大家
this
一看
method
就会啊。
so that when you
回去
see
试一
this,
试
you will
啊
know it.
好的，师傅，我也看到，就是现在的网友里面有一些留言和提问。
Master, I
说他
see
的
that
身体
some
就
have
是
actually
患有
shared
了某一类，或者是某种特殊疾病，或者是比较严
that
重
they
的
have
像
some
牛类疾
disease
病。他问能不能吃这个，
and
能不
they
能吃那
said,
个。
can they
那
use
刚才
this?
我们介绍的呢是一种普适性的介绍，就是这3大产品
对
3大食品了哈。
嗯
但是如果你已经有
For
这样一
us,
种特殊的体
we
质
are
或者已
just
经
generic
患
for
上这些病
everyone,
的话，
but
是
you
不是
have
得
some
吃这个
existing
是
medical
提升
conditions.
没错，
Should you consume
凡是已
this?
经确定自己有某种
Well, if you already know
对
that you
某
have
种疾
certain
病的
specific
症状已经
disease
出现的情况
or
下，
对
some
最
illness,
好要咨询一下
I
你
think
的
that
医
is
生
wise
啊
if you
容易
consult
安全
your
使用这
doctor,
个
medical
这
doctor,
样一个善
to
用
ensure
是
your
很
own
理解的
safety.
大家都很
What
智
I
慧
introduce is for the general public
对
who have no
像我觉
pre-existing
得像
medical
这个呢，这
conditions.
种使用就是对常态下的大家
So
可以
what I
使用
recommend
有糖尿
is
病的
for
人自
the
己要解
ordinary
决
people
里面的
without
甜的这个部分
pre-existing
啊，自己能把握
specific
啊
medical conditions.
不放，哎，
So
对
people who have some
我们
who
这个
is
健康
diabetics,
卫
you
士
may
奶
want to
昔
make
呀
sure that
又
you
有大蒜
moderate
又有姜
your
黄
honey.
嗯，
还有柠檬
对，
真的是就是我们介绍的这些好食材都在里面。可是
So
喝起来
what we
酸酸甜甜
introduce
又没有那么
today,
辛辣的感
like
觉，
很
garlic,
好喝。
很好喝。
like
把它放了一会儿
ginger,
其实你再多兑点水
turmeric,
哈，喝了稀溜溜的，
it's
很
all
舒
in
服
in here.
很棒。
对，
真的是又好喝又营养，
对
又防病。
对，那这个我们拍出短视频来，已经放到 YouTube。
We have a very short video on this
可以去
method,
看啊
and
对
you can watch
很
it.
容易学会。
It is
现
very
在很
easy
多
to
人家里
make.
都有这个电动搅拌机嘛，
I think
所以
now
有这
a
个
lot of
买点
people
食
have
材
this
能
blender at
方
home.
便。
很容易买到。
So it's very easy for
像
you
师
to
傅这
buy
个
these
我们一周
items.
在家可能就喝个几次。
Maybe you
都
just
是
drink
很
it
好
a few
哈
times at home
我
in
觉
a
得一
week.
周喝2-3次都可以。
Probably like 2 times to
通
3 times a
常在
week would be
身
good
体
enough.
没有大问题的情况下，全家人都能喝，儿童也可以喝。
Even children, you can drink it because it's safe.
对，里面这3个卫士都在里头。你看，就是没病防病是吧？
So
可
it's
能
a
有病能
preventive
减
care,
轻病痛，或者早
or
日
maybe
康复啊
reduce your
好的，师傅。
reduce your
刚才介绍
disease.
了这个3大明星的食品哈，就是调味料了来说。那接下来还今天给网友们再推荐一点，就是我们也是非常熟悉的，但是我们就更多的了解它的功效以后，更好的善用哈。来
I think now, after Master introduced these items, we have a good understandings of this spice.
早上起来就是泡茶。
The other
再
thing
加上一个
is
柠檬片
lemon.
也是
Lemon
的
is
其实
very is
这
also
个
very
它
good
我
too.
们呢，今天给大家介绍的呢，除了就是我们平常知道的柠檬富含维生素 C 啊，它是维
Besides,
生
we
素
know
C
that lemon
非
is
常
very
好
high in
另外呢
vitamin
是
C's.
柠檬它有一个很好的作用，就是化痰作用。
It
其
is
实我们
also
中国人是
reduce
很知
phlegm.
道就是橘子吧，我们说的橘子的化痰作用，比方说陈皮呀、这些都有非常好的这个化痰的作用。可是呢，它们都是一个属类的吧，
Because
应该说
lemons
柠檬和这
contains a
个
lot of
橘子
nutrients
类
like
的就
vitamin
是
C's and
大家族里面的
antioxidants.
那么柠檬它的化痰作用的话，更高于橘子，比它堂兄弟橘子的这个
It is better than
作用力
orange to
还要高，
reduce
效
phlegm.
果还要好。
more
对，柠
effective.
檬的这个化痰主要在它的这个皮上，所以
That's
我们的
because
健
it's
康卫
on
士
the
奶昔
surface,
就
on
用
the
了
skin of
1/4
lemon.
个柠檬带皮的，
And that's why when we ask you to add to the blender, we ask you to
没有
add
觉得
lemon
没有
with
任何的
skin.
涩，
如果不仔细听的话，哈，
If you don't listen,
挤了一点柠檬汁
you
进去，
thought it's
其
just
实
the
不是
juice of
要盖
lemon.
皮。
No,
把这个柠檬这一次
you
这一份
want
儿哈，
the
切了
skin
1/4的柠
of
檬，
lemon,
连皮带
a
肉一起
quarter of the
挤
lemon
进去，
together with the
像
skin
那个柠
to
檬
blend
皮
it.
很重要。
It is
所以
very
哎我
important
看
for
现在
you
我
to
们在做
include
西餐的时
the
候，
lemon
很多
skin.
大厨哦，
I see
他
that
就
in a
最
lot of
后
Western
是基本上菜品都已
Western
经
food.
完成了，然后用一个刨子就
They
拿着一个
use-
柠檬在那儿在皮上擦擦擦，
they try to
擦出
get
一些
some
就是
lemon,
细丝儿，就是皮的丝儿，
the skin
然后
of
把它
lemon,
很好
to
地撒
add
在
to
这
the
个
dish,
完成的
to
这个
add some
菜品上
flavor.
面出品出菜，
to the
出菜之
Western
前再
dish.
撒上一些这些柠檬皮丝儿，特别的好。
有些大厨是知道它有一定的这个
That's because some
哎
chef
它又帮助
understand
调味
the
提
medicinal
味
value
又
of
有
it.
这种健康作用，
对
真的是
So
很
not
有
only
学
it
问
add
好的
flavors,
大厨是对营
it
养也
also
是有
very
很有
good.
要求的。
是是是
A type of herbs.
所以柠檬又是一个
Yes,
宝哈。
some chef they have some knowledge in
对
terms of
大
what
家
are
知道
good,
了哈。
what herbs or what items
那
or
么在
what
接下来呢，
has good
我们
medicinal
再
value.
给大家再介绍一点哈，这个也是能够防御型的哈。不管有没有染疫，对你一定是有帮助的这个食材哈。那我给大家介绍的，
是哪一款呢？
我们说往茶饮的方面哈，
啊，
其实茶饮方面最重要的里面这个材料哈，有一种在中国挺多的，你说世界各地应该都能买到哈。一个特殊的东西，
There's
鱼腥草
something that you can
鱼
buy
腥草。
quite easily,
如果真
and
正
that
看它
is
的介
called
绍哈，
fish
这
mint.
又是一个神秘嘉宾了。
哎呦，这个草哈，在我们四川和贵州地区就叫折耳根，
折耳根，
对
对
折耳，根
民间就
哦
叫折耳根。
哦，
他们吃这个东西哦，就是四川人都是拿一个
The Sichuan people
拌上一大盆
use
菜
it a
像
lot.
一大盆沙拉一样，
对
但是全是这个，
对，就
这是有
么吃
原因的
哦，
它就是防病嘛。
because
它就是
it
防
is
病
a
治
form
病
of preventive care.
咱们看它有哪些防病的这个功效哈，有它对于这个针对肺部的这个热毒，是特
It
别
is
的
good
有
for
啊，但是它
the
这个
lungs.
鱼腥草，
the heatiness. If there's heatiness reach the lung, it is
那
good.
个鱼腥味儿特别重，就是味道比较奇特。那奇特的
Just
味
that the
道和长
smell
相
is a
一定
bit
有它
different.
奇特的内容在里头，它的作用也比较奇特。所以它有这个好处，它对这个皮肤病啊，
It is good
皮
for
肤
skin
的炎症
disease.
之类的，是特别的有作用力。
Very
它
effective.
对肺的这个湿
It
热
is
有
also
帮
good
助
for
对
the
皮肤的
lungs.
炎症也有帮助。
对，因为这个，按照我们中医学来说的话哈，就是内外阴阳角度来看，所以这个其实如果你的肺有问题，通
Actually,
常容易在皮肤上有所呈
if your
现。
lungs is
我比如说你
not
皮肤容易
healthy,
溃烂，
it
或
will
者是
show
长
on
痘
your
痘，
skin.
或者是牛皮癣之类的哈，其实有90%的可能是来自于肺部的问题。
90% when you have eczema-related problems,
就是我们
the
心脏
source
在
of the
内，
problem
你
is
的
actually
舌
in
苔
the
就会变
lungs.
厚，是一个道理。
对，
比如你的肝脏
If
有
your
一些
liver,
炎症在眼睛上有所表
for your
现，对不对
liver,
那
it
在
will
皮
manifest
肤
on
上
the
不管哪一
eyes.
块皮肤的问题
So for
都
the
可能
skin,
与你的肺和呼吸道
got to relating
不是
to
那么健
your
康完美有
to your
关
respiratory systems, imperfections
比如
of
说
your
有
respiratory systems.
哮喘这种
For
潜质的
people who
人
have
呢
asthma,
就可能容易出现手脚或者后腰，容易皮肤不会那么健康。
you'll find that their
我是
skin
比
on
如
the
哈，
hands and the
对，
legs are not
所
so
以的话呢，就
healthy.
是
Those
那
who
这个
are
药
asthmatic,
呢，这个鱼腥草呢，
they
你
tend
看
to
它对
have
肺的疾
some
病特别有
eczema on
效
the
哈，
hands and the
对，同时
legs.
对皮肤也有效，很
So
神
this
吧？
fish mint is
所以
is
这样
for
的就
the
理解了哈。
理
哎
解，了
对了，
嗯，
那中医角度
Botania
来说的话
cordata
呢，
is the
它
type
呢
of
它是归这个
it's
肺
its
经
herbal name.
啊，
It
与
is quite
肺相
effective.
关的对肺有好处的医药哈，几乎都归属于寒性。
Most of the
在
time,
多数
the
常态下
medicines that
它有
helps with
清
the
肺嘛，
respiratory systems,
清肺，
it tends to be
清
more
肝
cooling
润
in
肠，
nature.
通常就是有这样的一种
So
医疗的说法哈。
the herbs that helps with the liver or to helps with the lungs, they tend to be more cooling in nature. It helps to suppress the cough. It also helps to prevent the wetness in our body. Or even people who have lungs-related disease, it is also effective. I heard that this is a form of, it's a good medicine.
对，这个鱼腥草就包括我记得我们孩子小时候发烧啊什么的时候，哎，也会配这一方，哎，让他那个尽快的，就是不要咳嗽，让他能够清热解毒，尽快的退烧这样子。
There is a way to reduce the fever.
就是味道不好吃。
他还没说完哈，因为它有这个综合的这个作用力，比如
Because it has this overall benefits.
对肺部里面有这么多的作用力哈，所以它的能量是很强的。
So it is actually very high in medicinal value.
啊，都有好处，甚至是还能利尿排毒，啊，对，还有呢，这个止咳。
It also helps to prevent cough.
其实很多药物它是它的作用力是综合性的。
对。
啊，那么这个折耳根这个鱼腥草也是这样子。
也是很好的这个。
它的作用力就像它的味道一样，非常强大。
So the benefits is very huge.
长鱼腥草的这个
Just like the taste itself is quite strong.
常吃吧。
像你说是一吃拌一大脸盆。
对。
那一下已经就预防了呀。
If you take the whole bowl, it's already preventive care.
它是一个很好的一个东西哈。
It is beneficial.
我们不能再介绍更细了，不想占更多的时间。鱼腥草是一个神奇的宝物。
Just know that this is something that you can consume.
在这种中药店呐，什么那些参荣药行啊。
You can get from some Chinese traditional medicine hall.
给大家介绍啊，枇杷。清肺的。
对。
The other one is Loquat fruit.
就像枇杷膏，是不是？
是。
那其实枇杷膏来自于什么呢？叫枇杷树、枇杷果。
There is a type of Chinese medicine is that we take it for when we have cough.
姜黄色，像一个长形的杏子。哎，还挺好吃。
It's called 枇杷膏. It's for sore throat.
它呢，对于呼吸道。
It's a herbal cough syrup. It helps to protect the lungs.
它的好处到什么程度呢？我说实话，有一个美国人。
There's one American.
美国人啊，他呢30多岁。
In his 30s.
得了肺癌。
He has this lung cancer.
同修的亲戚。
And this is a relative of one of our practitioners. He has lung cancer.
西方医生也特别好。医生说，
The Western doctors are very good. They tell him that there's no cure.
化疗、放疗。
对呀，你一扩散切除，把肺都摘了啊。对不对？甚至还摘别的器官吗？知道没出路吧？ 他就不知道到哪怎么打听了哈，说这个枇杷果。
But he found that Loquat fruit is very good.
他就在美国到处找这个枇杷树。
So he looked for the Loquat fruit all around in the states.
对。
He looked for the leaves.
因为老美人说话呢都是挺直白的。
Because Americans tend to be very straightforward.
我打听的就偏方就吃这个枇杷果、枇杷叶。
So he found that this is a type of alternate method to actually consume the fruit as well as the leaves. He must have plucked at least 100 trees from 100 over trees.
3年以后
3 years later,
他还活了3年。
he lives, he survived beyond 3 years. He went to see the doctor in the
肿
hospital.
瘤消失了，
The hospital says that the tumor
他的
disappears.
肺癌好了。
那真的就是枇杷叶啊。
我说的这个事情，
That must be the leaves.
我先不说这个人了哈。
I'm not
他
say
这个
about
亲戚
this
你们太
person.
熟悉了，咱们都属于
You
这个
know
关
this relative. All of us know this
所以
relative
没有
very
谎
well.
言是很真实的。
This is a true
我
story.
们没必要捧一个这样一个果子撒那个谎哈。
There's
对
no
真的是
reason for us to lie
就说明它真的
and
是
just to
救人救
promote
命
this
你看
fruit.
你在市场上总能看枇杷膏、止咳，
对
You
对不
can
对
always
止咳
find
露
this.
之类的
You
哈。
can buy
对
this pipa gao in any Chinese traditional hall.
那就是枇杷，它的主料就是枇杷。
So what
对
is
今天
this
给大
pipa
家
gao?
讲
What's the
这
main
个肺部
items
特别
there?
容易感染的。
The main
很多人肺
ingredients
部
is
纤维化
loquat fruit.
白化，就是因此而死啊。有个同学前2天我给他通话，有事找他，他说他3姨刚去世了。
I was talking to a
就是这个
practitioner,
肺就坏掉了。
and actually for people who have
如果
lung
早知道
cancer,
这些的话，我也告诉
they
他寿命
can't
能好
live for very
但是
long.
急
One
症
of the practitioners just shared me that
也是这
her
次
third
感染
aunt just died from lung
对，
cancer.
所以我介绍给大家哈。
So after I heard about this and about this
其实
method,
枇杷
I just want to
果与
introduce
枇杷
this
叶
to all.
都有作用。
So not
这
only
个
the
真实
loquat
的
fruits, the
我们也
leaves
不用
also
去访问任
effective.
何医生大师的，我就这么讲，这是我知道的。
This
活
is
生
what
生的
I know.
好吧？叶子和果子都有用，
Both the fruits and the leaves
而且
are
容易买到。
effective,
中药店
and
很
you
容易
can
买到
find them easily.
师傅，那就是因为我们今天也会介绍很多种不同性质的食材
Because
哈
today we'll
那我们
introduce
所以我
different
觉
type
得
of
我们可以
herbs.
归纳一下
Maybe
让我
we
们知
should
道哪一
classify
类的
them.
食材它是属于什么样特性
What is
那
the
最主要的那个
main
方向在哪一方面，可能它更
benefits
清晰一点
that will be clearer for our
就比
internet
方说我们
friends?
最先介绍的这3类，像大
For
蒜、洋
example,
葱和
garlic,
姜
onions,
对
and
它
turmeric.
是属于比较消炎杀菌
They
的
re-
对
是比较
they
特
are
别优
good
秀的表
forms
现啊
of
刚才介绍的第2类呢，就是像柠檬啊、
Anti-
鱼腥草啊，
inflammatory.
可能还有像菊花、桑叶，
So
它就
for
属于
lemon
清热降火解
and
类的，是这样的优
chrysanthemum,
秀的食材
these are more reducing the heat
就
in
是
our
但是
body.
因为我们说的第1类是我们发现的最勇猛的战士，
Because we
但是
say
第二
that the
类
first
也常
types
常成为主要，
is very main.
第2类哈
The
也
second
是很
category
凶猛的
also very good
它如果
too.
成为主要，成为一个独立的方子，完全是可以的。
是是，
所以它的能量并不低，
对，看使用方向，
It depends on how you use
使用
them.
的方向。
还不都是清肺治肺吗？
Well, they all
不
helps
是
with
仅仅
our
的说吃了
lungs,
之后有
protect
些
our
温
lungs.
温养作用，不是这
啊，
样的
对对对，
啊，它还是来，其实有医疗的这个作
It
用。
has also some medicinal value
那
with
第
it.
3类呢，我们会介绍的就是清肺润肺类的。
And the third
首当其冲
category
的
is
就
to
是师傅刚才
protect
讲
our
的
lungs.
推荐的这个枇杷
And the
果
first of them
枇杷叶
is
都是属
loquat
于这一
fruit.
类的
对
清肺润肺类的。
It helps to protect
那除了
and
枇杷之
cleanse
外呢，
our lung.
还有像雪梨啊、无花果。
The other type
哎
is fig.
还有一些就是都是很有特色的，
Pear
都是白色的。
对，
You find that the
像
fruit
百
itself
合
is white
山
in
药
color.
银
Lily
耳、
Yam,
莲子、
white
白萝卜
fungus,
芥蓝、
lotus seed,
白菜、
white
茭白
radish,
怎么那么
Chinese
白？
cabbage.
哎
They are all white in
对
colors.
都是白色的居多哈。
对
Yeah, they tend to
对
be white
因为
in color.
按照中医五行理论来说呢，就是这个蔬菜果类呢，白色
Usually
啊，
white
对，
color.
嗯，
It helps to
像
nourish.
这一类呢，就是属于清肺润肺的
So it helps to nourish the lungs
啊，
对
and
所以呢
cleanse the
这个
lungs.
是给大家做一个这样的推荐。
对，这个都是清肺、润肺、
So
养肺
these
特
are
别好
actually help to
很
nourish
多
and
把这
cleanse
些
the
果
lungs.
用来，这个治咳、镇咳。
They
预
also
防
use
咳
this
嗽
to
啊
treat
这
cough
特别
or
好
prevent cough.
很多都是药食两用的，就是又能吃，然后又
They are
能
not only
是
has medicinal value, they can be consumed on the daily basis.
治疗性的这个材料讲的也差不多了哈
对差，不多了
洋葱、大蒜。
So I think we have talked about quite a fair bit.
好，那
我们最近啊，师傅在这个网络上也跟网友们分享了好几个短视频哈，就是我们
Master also
的
shared with
烧
us
啊
some very
烧
short
热水
videos
啊特别受网友的欢迎
and very
然后网友
effective.
们都发来了好
And
多
many
好
of
多
our
这个
internet
受
friends
益
have shared
的
the
小
benefits.
想给师傅读
Shall we
几个
share with Master as well? Yes.
先给师傅读一个，就师傅的安神止咳蛋花汤。哎，他发来的这个受益分享哈，纽约的马密。
First is from New York, 马密。
他说：“师傅好，我是纽约禅堂。”
Hello, Master. I'm from New York Center, 马密。Thank you, Master, for teaching us the good method to treat cough. The winter in New York is very, very cold, and a lot of time kids come back with influenza. This time, my son coughed for almost a month, and the cough became more serious at night. It treated with cough syrups and medications, but was not effective. Last night, I used Master's the special cough prevention soup, and after drinking it, his coughing stopped. Not the entire night, and even till the morning. Master method is too effective. Thank you, Master. Master, shall we have a prize for her?
好吧，我今天没带礼物。
I don't have a prize today.
今天没带礼物，我们今天我想集中哈，把我们
I think we should just concentrate to
法宝哈方法
to
传递给大家，
to pass on this knowledge
能
to
救命
all
的。
because they can save life.
那我们还是
Actually, the best benefits is that best gift is that people benefits from it. Next is from LA.
咳汤胜过良药。
好。
说我爸爸在疫情期间感染了新冠，加上
And they say that
前一段时间
my father has
冷牛奶，所以这个冬天就一直在咳嗽。
COVID and has been coughing for a long
给
time.
爸爸买了很多
I'm
不同的
very
咳
worried
嗽
for my
药
dad,
水
and I
吃了
bought a
后
lot
逐
of
渐
cough
好转。
mixture.
12月
But the
23号
condition
是第
didn't
7期
improve.
推出了止咳汤，
December
我就让
28,
妈妈
Master has
包
this
止咳汤
special
给
soup
爸
for
爸喝。
us. So I
当
asked
天
my
喝完
mom
以后，
to
晚
make
上
for
爸
my
爸就
dad.
减少了咳
And
嗽，
after
呼
my
吸
dad drank it,
安安稳稳地
he
睡了
was
一个
able
好
to
觉。
sleep at night
爸
without
妈都很
coughing.
开心，
They are both
妈妈
very
连续包
delighted.
了4到5天
So
给
my
爸爸
mom
喝，
continuously
喝
let
完
my
后
dad
咳出了不
drink
少
for
的
several
黄痰。
days. And after
几
that,
天下
he
来，
coughed
我
out
爸
a
爸
lot
肺
of
感觉舒
coughed a
服
lot of
多了，
phlegm,
呼
and he
吸
felt
也
much
顺畅
better.
了，现
And
在
my
咳
dad's
嗽都
breathing
好了，
becomes
妈妈
better,
和
and
我
the
的担
cough
心也放
disappears.
下了。我也把
We
这
are now
个止
able to
咳解
return to
方视
work.
频发给了那些有咳
And I
嗽
also
的朋
shared
友，
these
希望
videos
大
with
家都
friends
能
who are
快
suffering
点
from
好
cough,
起来。
and I hope that they can recover too.
我呢，在因为工作原因呢，我跟美国几个禅堂的有一些师兄们聊天哈。
Because
有
of
的人
work,
是喝了我
I
们说
talk
的
to
这
our
个
practitioner
萝
in
卜
the North
汤
America
啊，
quite
萝卜汤
frequently.
就是效
Some
果特别
drank
好。
the
是叫
white
缘分的
radish
哈。
soup.
那么有的喝的不同的汤，我们前头出了好几
We
个
have
禅
tried
堂哈。
different. We have
还有
different
的是
type
喝
of
的
treatments
喝的是那个
or
洋葱水
recipes.
可葱，对，
啊，都是我教给他的
So
哈。
some tried the
对，还
onion
有的是这2种喝了之后就不渴
to
了。
stop the cough,
对，真是挺好的。
and
虽然
they
制作
tried
简单
various
还是有
methods,
效
and they
果。
find that both methods are
很
effective.
有效。
嗯，
我这还有一个洛杉矶的哈，
We have another
这个
sharing from
这
LA
个还不光
practitioner.
是对他的这个咳嗽有效，我觉得对他消食也很有效。哎，你看这个景观师姐，她说我是
景观
中医师，
Jingguan
喜欢
shared that
下
she is
厨，对
actually
食
a
疗
Chinese
方面呢特别
physician,
的情有独钟。那最近
and
由于过节啊，
because
我和老
of
公啊
Christmas,
都无节制的
husband
大
and
吃大喝
herself
啊
ate
火锅、烧烤
excessively.
之类的，
They
尤
ate
其
a
是
lot
老
of
公还吃
barbecue
了
as
太多
well,
的肉，
and
终
they
于
ate
感
too
觉
much
肠胃
meaty
过
food.
劳了。
And they
他就
found
说啊，
that
胃里
the
难受，老觉
intestines
得有
is
什么
feel
堵
that
着，
the
还老是反
stomach
酸水，嗓子里
too
也
much
干燥
acid,
痒，更是咳嗽出痰。这个
and
我的
started
老
to
公
cough
Steve 啊，他
and
怕
cough
扎
with
针，
phlegm.
我就给他做师傅的萝卜
So
葱白汤。
because the
他好
husband
爱这
Steve is
款清
afraid of
淡的味道，
injections,
吃了
so
2
she
次之
made
后
the
就说胃
master's
里的堵塞感没
recommendations
有
for the
了，
husband to
嗓
drink.
子滋
And
润
after during
痰
a
也
few
少了，
time,
整个人轻
the
松
phlegm
舒服。他
reduces
笑
and the
着求
cough
我，
also
希
stops.
望以后每天都有萝卜汤喝。
And the
感恩师傅的
husband
妙
said to
方。
her that wish that
真
every
好，
day
听得开
should
心。
be able
是
to
这个
drink
真
this
的就是
special
说的
recipe, my
师傅昨
master.
天给大家讲的那个肠胃脾胃有火了以后出现一些症状，
对，
她老公其实都反映出来，要是不喝这个，可能很快就感冒了。
说不定。
啊，
Actually, the husband showed
现在
many
这个
signs
病毒这个
of
反弹哈
influenza.
还
So
有
if
很
you
多个
don't drink,
变
if you
种
don't drink
啊
this,
这个变
you
种
may
所以有
get
时候过去
you
你
may
买
be
的药
get the
可能都
flu.
不太灵了，所以呢，真的要学会保
So
健
it is
啊。
important.
我们多给大家
Preventive
推
care
荐
is
一些
very
偏方，
important,
那你能够试着用，
so
啊
that
说不
when
定
you
哪
have the
就
opportunity
见
to
效了。
use it, it will help to
是吧？
build
还
up
有
your
哈，还有我
immunity.
们的一个老款产品，
嗯，
哈，我们的网友也是 久视不爽啊，这个叫神奇的菩提普洱茶。
Another sharing is about Bodhi Pu-erh tea.
小雪特别欢喜的要与师傅您分享普洱茶的故事。
She said, Xiaoxue shared, I want to share a master about Pu-erh story. December 17, a lot of part of my body, my waist, my legs, has a lot of pain. And I even have headache as well. I do not know what to do. I practice 1 hour of energy bagua. And afternoon, I practice MGI for 3 hours. And after that, after I done this, the next day, the symptom disappears. But after that, the body still feel quite weak. So yesterday, you talked about the Bodhi Pu-erh tea. So they started to make some Pu-erh tea after energy bagua. And after drinking the energy bagua and after watching Master Live broadcast, especially understand the benefits of Pu-erh tea, she continued to drink 2 cups of hot Pu-erh tea. And in the middle of night, she was so hot. She feels she was perspiring. And it's not like she's having a fever, no, because she's never felt so warm in winter. She felt that there's this immense energy crowding all over her. And the next morning when she woke up, she felt that the whole body lightened and felt very refreshed and shared with the mom. And the mom says that last night when she slept, the mom also felt a lot of perspirations. And it is through drinking Master's Pu-erh tea that they receive the blessing of Master. And they ensure that their health is back to normal. Once again, thank you, most compassionate Master. So this Bodhi Pu-erh tea is very good, very effective. We have another sharing by our Taiwan practitioner An Xuan. After injections, I felt that my body is weak and I need to go for massage. And yesterday, Master says that the Pu-erh tea is good. So this morning, I drank the Pu-erh tea, and after I drank the first cup, I start to perspire and my entire body conditions improve. Thank you, Master. Yes, the whole body, the ache disappears. I just want to continue to say it about Pu-erh tea. It is very good because we bought this Pu-erh tea because we feel that the quality is good. In the past, I had bought the wrong quality, low quality Pu-erh tea before. But a lot of time, sometimes they tell you that it's has been aged for 10 years, and after I bought it, I realized it was a scam. It was only 1 year old. So when I noticed, after I drank it, I said, no, I cannot let other people drink it. So I tried various methods to find aged Pu-erh tea. Because the minimum is that you must be able to gain health back. And I talk about if you drink it, you'll be able to clear your meridian. That's the first time that I said yesterday. Because when you're able to clear your meridian, all the symptoms of flus and influenzas will disappear. For aged Pu-erh tea, there are not many, and the one that I purchase are of good qualities. This one that we have it in Pu-erh, they are actually quite old, quite aged. It helps us to protect our health because it has been aged quite several years already. Although it is still far away from sacred Pu-erh tea, because for it to reach that higher level, you need to store for at least 30 years. But this is not too bad. This is pretty good already. Because you can buy from outside, but you really do not know the source. Whether is it really good, has it really stored for so long, you don't know. So if you want to make sure that the source, you want to ensure that you are from proper source and ensure the quality, do go and get from Pu-erh. Actually, masters, today, those that you introduce to us are those that we commonly use in our daily meals making. Because from past experience, we know that when master introduce good items or good vegetables, our internet friends will start to ask master what method, how to eat it or how to drink it. And that's why not only masters introduce the items, masters also teach us the recipes. So now let's watch another one. Reduce the heatiness the tea. When you have sore throat, you can try this tea that will clear the heatiness. You need the indigo wood roots. You need the honeysuckle. And you need to add 2 liters of water, and that is for 500 cc's of mineral waters. You add honeysuckles. You need the indigo wood roots. This is for people to treat people who have flu or influenza. You can drink this for a few days. And you can reduce the heatiness and you can gain your health back. But remember, you cannot consume frequently. Once the symptom disappears, once you heal, you have to stop drinking this. It is very easy to make, right? This tea is very easy to make. Just these 3 items. So this is the tea. It tastes not bad. You can try it. To reduce the heatiness in the body. It's not bitter at all. It also helps to prevent epidemic and flu. This is one. We have another one, another method. Actually, my grandmother don't want me to share. But I asked my grandma, I said, please, can I share? I said, I coughed so much when I was young. I benefited a lot. Can I share? And my grandma said, all right then. You can share then. The next method, the next recipe is ginger eggs. It's very easy to make. It can help to prevent cough. So you get rid of the skin of the ginger and make it into thin slices. Add some oil to your wok. Once the oil is hot, you just add the little slices of ginger and fry it in the hot oil. Add an egg. And you're coughing and you're phlegm, you can add a little bit of sugar. Once the egg is cooked, you start to eat the eggs. Thank you, Master. Master shared with us so many methods. I asked Kunti to make one for me before class. My grandma said it tastes quite similar to what my grandma used to make for me. It's not bad. It's quite a good dish. Everyone wants to try. It's very, very effective. Actually, when I was young, I find that it gave me a lot of comfort. It's my comfort food. Usually I eat close to late at night because the cough usually happens in the late at night. It's very unbearable. So when that happens, my grandma will will fry the egg with ginger for me. And after I ate it, I stopped coughing. And my grandma said, well, you're greedy, that's why you asked me to make the egg for me. Well, if you're coughing or if you're hungry late at night, you must make sure that you put enough oil so that the ginger will be able to fry it in the oil. So the moment when it's lightly fried, you want to add, because what you want is the oil that fried the ginger. Then you add the egg. Remember, this ginger is the ginger that you use to fry. It's not those that you use in the north. No, it's not. The northern ginger cannot be used for this. This is the spice type of ginger. You need this type of ginger to fry the egg. And the important is that you must make sure that you fry the ginger in the oil. Make sure that the oil is hot, and the ginger, once it's lightly fried, you immediately add the eggs inside. So I tell you that the secret behind why this is good. And I hope that you will benefit from it. That's because of my love for you. And I hope that all our friends, old friends, and new friends, if you have good recipe, if you can share with us special methods, I welcome you to get in touch with me. This is my Gmail, 不想虚度 @gmail.com. If I find that it's appropriate, I will share with our brother internet friends. Because I hope that all will be able to benefit, will be able to gain health, longevity, and auspiciousness. We talk about chanting. So today we definitely have to chant. And Medicine Buddha is protecting us. Everybody says, Medicine Buddha, love me. Medicine Buddha, love me. Medicine Buddha is right in front of me and loving me. So just visualize that. And we shall now start to chant the Medicine Buddha heart mantra, and will receive the protections and blessings of the Medicine Buddha.
Maha 베칸제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸제 베칸제 마하 베칸제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸제 베칸 제마하 베칸 제런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸 제베칸 제 마하 베칸 제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸 제 베칸 제 마하 베칸 제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸 제 베칸 제 마하 베칸 제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸 제 베칸 제 마하 베칸 제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸 제 베칸 제 마하 베칸 제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸 제 베칸 제 마하 베칸 제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸 제 베칸 제 마하 베칸 제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸 제 베칸 제 마하 베칸 제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 베칸 제 베칸 제 마하 베칸 제 런자 사모 가디 소하 띠엔 타 홍 Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu Kadisoha Dienta Om Bekante Bekante Maha Bekante Lanta Samu 嘎对梭哈，电他吽贝堪则贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎对梭哈，电他吽贝堪则贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎对梭哈，电他吽贝堪则贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎对梭哈，电他吽贝堪则贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎对梭哈，电他吽贝堪则贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎对梭哈，电他吽贝堪则贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎对梭哈，电他吽贝堪则贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎对梭哈，电他吽贝堪则贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩，嘎对梭哈，电他吽贝堪则贝堪则，玛哈贝堪则，兰扎萨摩。
好，大家合十，感恩药师
Now
佛。
put your palms together. Let's
心中
thank
有
the
感恩
medicine
心
Buddha
啊，感恩
together.
大慈大悲
From our
药
deepest
师
part of our
佛，
heart, we thank the medicine Buddha.
感恩一切神灵护佑，
We thank the protections of all deities.
感恩一切神灵护佑，
We thank the protection
保
of
佑
all
我
deities,
和全家
protecting my family and I,
健康、
health,
快乐、
happiness,
长寿、吉
longevity,
祥。
and auspiciousness.
感恩药师佛
With
以及
gratitude
一切诸神
to
灵，
medicine Buddhas
护佑天
and
下
all
太平。
deities,
感恩。
protecting peace all around.
好的，谢谢大家哈。
Thank you
我们
all.
念的时间短，但是不想拖时间，不
We
想耽误
chant
大家更多时
for a
间。
short period of
如果
time,
你想再多
but I
念呢，
want to make
那我
sure
们圆满
that
之后，你可以抽
if you
空
want
呢
to
自己
continue
在
to
家再
chant, you
好好
can,
念一
after
会
our
儿啊，一
completions, you
定
can
会得到
continue the
佛菩萨
chanting.
的
You will
加持护
continue
佑
to
啊，保
receive
佑
the
我们吉祥太
protections
平。
of Medicine
接下
Buddha.
来，
好，师傅，那今天其实这一段时间，我们整个菩提法门，我们都还是沉浸在新年迎新年的这个
Actually,
快乐
during
就
this
是非
period of
常
time,
欢
all
乐
of
的
us
这个
at
情绪当
Bodhi
中哈。那
meditations
么之前我
are
们也
still
是在
immersing
新年的时
ourselves
间
in
这一
this
段时
joyous
间
period
啊
of
也是
celebration,
网友
celebrating
朋友
both
们积极的支
the
持，所以
New
师傅
Year
的
and the
YouTube 的
approaching
订阅
Lunar
频
New
道
Year.
也已经到了100万这样的一个
And we have
情况，
now
大家
reached
都
a
挺高
million
兴
of
的。但
subscribers,
是
and
呢，
all of
就
us
是因
are
为现
very
在的这样的
happy.
情形下，我们很也是有一件比较扫兴的事情也是发生了。
But
就是
something
在
happens as
Facebook
well,
师傅的
and that is in
Facebook 这个网
Facebook,
站哈，这个方面大
Master's
家都比较
Facebook.
熟悉，就是因为大家看到了师傅的这个订阅量啊，或者是说follower， 就是
Because
追
people
随
sees
的比较
that
多，粉丝比较
there are
多，
many
所以
more
就有
followers.
冒名者
There are
完
people
全是拷贝了师傅的 Facebook
who
的网
copied
站
Master Facebook.
完全拷贝哈。我们来看一下
Let's
它
take
的
a look
模
at
样。
this.
对，他用了师傅的头像
Use
照
Master's
片
figures,
完全拷
pictures.
贝了我们的
It looks
网站的
exactly
格
the
式和
same.
做法，甚至他
We
还
just
盗
copied
用
Master
盗
Facebook
用师傅制作八宝灵珠的
and
这
also
个
take
视
the
频
image of
来
Master
推销
using this
他自己的产品。他推销一个什么产
aus-
品呢？
it
叫18
treasure
个菩提子
auspicious
这样的手串。但是他用
beads
完全
and
盗用
use
了
that
师傅的在制作八宝
these
灵珠的这个
pictures
视
to
频。
sell his
这个
own
行径是
products.
非常恶劣的，已经构成了违法。
This is actually
那我们也
against
是向
the law.
Facebook 平台已经检举了他了啊。
We
我们
have
来看一
launched
下
a complaint
他的
to
这个平
Facebook.
台呢，上面他的追随者就是 follower 只有
If you
60
look
多
at the
位。
followers, it's
我
only
们看一
60.
下啊。
Let's look
我
at
们知
this.
道，金菩提宗师我们的这个
We know that
官方
Grandmaster
的这个
JinBodhi,
频
the
道里面
official
其实
Facebook,
师傅的中文的
actually
Facebook
for the
追随者
Chinese Facebook,
已经现在到
we
了
have
420多万了，
for
这才是我们正宗
more
的
than
频道。但是这个
400,000.
很
This
恶
is
劣的
our
网
real
冒
Facebook
仿者呢
page.
他是完全
But
抄
this
袭拷
copier
贝了师傅的网这个
just
Facebook
copy
的
Master's
主
Facebook
页，所有的
Facebook
元素都是原封不动的
and
这样给搬
everything
过
they
来
just
所以他
copied.
这个抄袭和拷贝就是冒犯的这个行为
This
和
is an
尺度是
infringement.
非常大、非常恶劣的。
This is an
他
infringement
是为了卖东西嘛？
because
销
he
售他的
used it
产
to
品。
sell his own products.
所以就是真的是很可恶哈，这个会扰乱大家的。
This
都是以
will
为
cause
大家
some
会以为误以为
confusion
师傅还
to our
还在那个
subscribers
叫什么新推出了一款什么新产品啊
Because you
就会
may think
点击
that
链接进去，想去买的时候，
Master
你会
is
发现其实这个链
introducing
接
a
转
new
到的是
product and
一个叫
trying to
虾皮
buy
网
it,
站的这样的一个网络
and it
购
will
物的
go
这
to
样的平
Shopee
台。
websites.
而我们菩提
For
法门
us,
所有
Bodhi
我们的法门
meditations,
销售，
all
我们
our
官方
blessed
的平台
items,
只有一
we
个，
have
就
only
是慈
one
悲音。
official site, and that is
只有
慈悲
亚
音.
洲慈悲音和北美
That's
慈悲音
only
两
North
个
America
两个
慈悲
体
音
系。但是我
and
们从来没有
Taiwan
在其他
慈悲
的网
音
站上，
store.
像虾皮
So
网
that's
站
the
这
only
样的
one.
地
We
方有
never
注
sell
册。
our products at Shopee's
所以大
websites.
家在以后付款的时候，
So next
无论
time,
向你借钱
before
呐
you
以各种名义
you
哈，
pay
以我或者菩提机
or
构
who
团
use
的名
to
义
my
向你
name
募款借钱，
are asking
用
you
各种名义
to
做功
do
德
some
等等哈，
charity with
这
my
个你要
name.
小心。
Please be
挣
careful
钱真的不容易，
because
就
it is not
现在
easy to
当
make
今哈，这
money
种经济
in
类
this
骗子
time.
比较多，大家还是小心一点哈。
So I want you to be
付钱
very
想办
careful
法
before you make any
有
payment.
些人那个骗子演戏演的吧，
Because some
可以
of
抓
these
住我们这个善
scammers,
良人的心
they
理
are so they
说
fake
别
until
人
so
不给你
real.
你就是坏人，你就不是什么不是善良的人哈。
They are
那
not
你还
kind
是要
people
小
at
心
all.
眼泪先别流，先看看真面目再说。那很多骗子特别厉害的，对，
Many of these
他有很多
cheats,
套路，很多招数，
they have
其
many
实这
methods.
种都算是低级骗子。
真的是，只是说他这个大胆，特别大胆，人
对
I
他
think
只
how
是用我
daring
的
these people are
整个
to
用我的
use that.
所有的这个
全部
外在的
拷贝
形象，这个是已经违法了。
Well,
太大
this is really an
在每个国家它都是违法的。
infringement
对，
because
我们
you
是
are
我
actually
们会
using
保留这个
my
法律追
exactly.
诉的
So
权
we
利
will actually we may actually
这个
seek
这是肯定是
take
不会
legal
被原谅
actions.
的哈。 所以大家要凡是付款。
So before you make any payment, you want to be very careful, or before you part your money to do any charity, just be careful.
都要小心哈，因为就是钱呢存在你的手里头哈， 这个不动它，你还有这笔钱。
Because the money with you, it still belongs to you.
这个
Once you
把
part
钱
your
一旦
money,
拿出去的时候，你往后追钱的时候，
it's very difficult
你
for
才
you
发
to
现
try
自己
to
哭都找不出
chase the
来
money back.
很多人上了这些当来找我，说师傅你能帮我把钱追回来，咱俩一人一半儿。我说你早干嘛了呀？这我也不是追杀机构，对不对？就追杀机构也没有办法，有些人把钱
Some
已经
come
花
to
了
me to
而且
seek
人
help.
跑得无影无踪，你到哪追啊？
And for me, I'm telling you, it's not
师傅，所
easy.
以我提
So
议
you
啊
want to
现
be
在我们
extremely
在网上再
careful.
播放一次我们所有的官方平台和渠道，哎，都是长成什么
I think
样
we
它的
just
这些
want to
特
once
征
again to
能够让我
reiterate
们
the
的网友
official
能够
channels
辨别
so that
辨
all
识
our
出
internet
哪一
friends
款
are
才是
very
我们
well
自己的
aware
官方
which
渠
is
道
the genuine
他那个账号
master's
上
channel.
差一个字儿都是错的。
啊，所以
You
我们
want to
要
be
理
very
解慈
careful
悲
even
网
with the
站上看
alphabets, make sure that it's
慈
exactly
悲
the same.
网站的
So
首
for
页
the
它的
shops, we
词
only
汇
have Chibei Inc., both Taiwan store and North
好，
American
我们
store.
先看一下师傅的 Facebook
Let's look at
官方
Master's
网站中文
Facebook,
平
the
台。
official site.
对，
So this
这
is
是师傅的
Grandmaster JinBodhi,
Facebook 中文
the
网站哈
Chinese
看到的
official Facebook site.
是有
You can
421
see
万
that currently there are
420 好
420
粉丝的这个平台是师傅的
more than
官方网站中文平台。那我
more
们
than
同时还有
400,000
像英文
subscribers.
平台啊，
Let's
韩文
look at.
平台
We also have
还
both
有印尼平
not
台
only
印尼
the
平台
Chinese channel Facebook,
就
we
是
also
在
have
不同语种的平
English,
台
Indonesian,
你先打开 YouTube
Korean
吧
as well.
好，这个对，现在我们因为更多的呢是在 YouTube 上进行
Because
直
now
播
we
了
have a lot
所以
of
呢
classes conducted on
也有
YouTube.
我们也要认识师傅的
We need to
官
know
方
the
YouTube
Grandmaster
频道是
JinBodhi
哪个频道
official
哈？
对
official
就是这个
channel.
哈
是
能
So
看到
this is the official
宗
channel.
师现
金菩
在
提宗师，
It's
后面带
Grandmaster
英文的
JinBodhi.
称呼。
对 Grandmaster
啊
JinBodhi
Grandmaster
而且现在这个
JinBodhi.
成长的这个数字正是我的，
是
哎，
现在已经目前是136万
订阅者
订阅者，
Currently
现在
it's
平均每天将近10
1.36
万
million
的订
subscribers
阅者，因为已经很国际化了。
because it's very
是
international
可
already.
能10天以后就到了200万。
Maybe 10 years later, it will
所
be
以这是网
200
友们要
million.
擦亮眼睛啊
2 million, sorry, it will be 2
我们还有就在
millions.
这个下面往下滚动哈，是我们有几种其他语言的，同样是 YouTube 的频道就在下头。
So you can see that at the
好我
bottom,
们来点开看
there are
一下
some of our
分别
other
是
language channels.
刚才我们看到是中文平台，这个是英
So
文平
just now
台
is the Chinese channel, now is the English channel.
还有韩文平
We
台，
have the Korean channel.
对
还有越南语
越南语
平台。
平台
We have Korean, we have Vietnamese channel.
我们到时候把这些官方网站的网址都会公布给大家。
就
We
在
will
那个
announce the
Facebook
official
上把
channel
它
to
都
all.
贴出来，
哎
有我们的一些网站信息。
哎，
这个是泰国语平
This
台
is Thai,
泰国语。
Thai channel.
好，到时候我们会就在 Facebook 上头
好的
有一整套都正式贴出来，大家
对
可以
So
上
in
去看一
Facebook,
看
we have the list of the
把它
official
放出来
channels so
就
that
是
you
可
are
以
aware
去
the
对照
genuine
辨
official
一下
channels
就是别上当。
不要上
对
当。对，
就是
那这
so
个
that
讲
you
到
do not
这
fall
里
to
可能
scam.
还是有些网友会听闻一些传闻哈，我们也要澄清一下。第一个是现在八宝灵珠都是师傅赠送给网友
So
的
now I just
啊
want to
没
be
有经过
clear
任
that
何
销售
渠道
the
对
eight
没有委托过任何
auspicious
禅堂
treasure
或者
beads
渠道
is all
来销
gifted
售
by
八宝灵
masters.
珠。
So
所以如
there's
果你
no
听说
channel
说谁
or
谁
no
谁可以
distributions
帮你代
or
请
no
多
way
少
that
啊
you
这都是
can
传
you
都是
can
流
get
这个叫
you
谣言
can
哈，都是不实
invite
的。
the 8
一定要
auspicious
小心
treasure
上当，这
beads
是第一点。因为
through
八宝灵
payment.
珠现在太热门了
No
啊，真的是
It's
大家也
all
是一珠难
gift by
求啊
master.
是，
所以
而且
就
我也不希望大家私下买卖哈，
I don't want you to
因为
trade
本
this
来量很
privately
少。
对。
because we don't have
好，
that
第二
many
点呢，
to
就是
start with.
其实会有一些网友，他们家里新添小宝宝的时候，也会请
起
师傅
名
来起
And
名。
some
嗯，
will
师
come
傅
to
给
masters
孩子
to
起名都
to
是
seek
免费
masters
的
to have
从来不
name
收费的
of
所以
newborn
如果
babies and
关
family.
键没有任何隐含的说让你悄悄给钱之类的。
We
从来
never
从来没
ask
有
for
对，
money
师傅都是
when
来
we
赐福给这些
bestow
新生宝
name
宝
to
的。
newborn
啊
babies.
所以如果你说我
So if
我要
someone
请师傅
try
给我们的
to
宝贝起个名儿，
say
然后
that
说我还要供养什
you
么，
need
又
to
交给了
offer
谁
money
谁谁，像这种途径都是不正
These
当的
are
啊
actually
大家
not
没有
the
必要去
proper
这样
way.
子做。
because Master never take any money offered when he bestow name for newborn babies.
就我那个网那个信箱你发给我，一些提示的，你至少嘛那个不能。
You just send me if you want me to give the new baby a name. You just send to the pu@gmail.com. Send this some information. It is free of charge. If someone asks for money, it's that person's.
另外在背后帮大家的，你留言我帮你的，从来没有想方设法让你要钱。
Because if I help you in the background, I never ask for money in return. I just want to tell you very frankly. Is there anything that we need to communicate? So I just want to heighten your awareness so that you're careful. If someone shares, you say that Master want to get some charity or some investment, no. You want to be very, very careful when people come to you, because there are a lot of scammers out there. Importantly is that do not be greedy. A lot of time we lost money, we financial loss suffered as a result of greediness. Once you're greedy, you may suffer financial loss. It is difficult to make money. It is also difficult to save money. So you want to be very careful with your funds. Because you still need to make a living. You still need to support your family. So I want you to remind you to have some wisdom. Although you may be a little greedy, try to be very careful with these scammers.
他给你另外一个名叫善哉，他叫不吉祥。
Some people during the Lunar New Year period, they may hire some, like
有价值的东西，或者一个戒指，或者一把钥匙等等，他觉得有点价值，你肯定会捡。尤其一个小包包啊，甚至是洋娃娃，说你尽量别捡啊。有些人就是这样的，它是一种蛊惑的善哉的一个。
Do not pick up things from the floor that are expensive. Because they do that is to get rid of bad lucks. Because some people, they use some witchcraft and to throw away some assumingly valuable items. If you see it on the street and you pick it up, it is very bad for you. You may pick up the bad lucks. You may think that, oh, New Year is coming. I pick something on the floor. That's good luck. No, because it may be some witchcraft. Because they think that they want to help some people to change their rotten luck. So a lot of time it may just be ang pao money. So just remember, do not be greedy. And if you're not greedy, you will actually ward off you will not be able to suffer loss. So New Year is coming, the Lunar New Year is coming, you need to be mindful of what you eat. Well, if you are wise, I suggest you don't consume alcohol. Because when you consume too much alcohol, you may lose your sense and you may speak words that are not meant to be. And because sometimes when you're drunk, you lost your sense or what you talk will not be sensible and you may regret it later. So that's why to be wise, try to avoid drinking. It is also a way to show your descendants to your children. Be a good role model to your children. Some people may actually start to play poker during this period, during the Chinese Lunar New Year period. I think that is also not a very good habit to gamble. Although it's social gambling, but it is not a good habit. Because we have a proper job, we want to make sure that we have proper source of income. So you will lead a very peaceful life. Although you may not be very rich, but you will live peacefully. For a cultivator, this should be the pursuit of all cultivators, the pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of ease. I've said quite a fair bit already, so I wish all health, longevity, and happiness within everyone in the family, and wishing you auspiciousness. And the next broadcast will be next Sunday, 7 p.m. Asian time. For North American time, will be morning 3 a.m. See you next week. Looking forward to see you during the next live broadcast. Thank you all.
我与您相遇，小小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生变得神奇。我智慧了，我宽容了，我慈悲了，我自在了。因为有了你，生命变得更坚定，不要忧虑。因为有了你，日子不再有哭泣，不再有 福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红